Hello, everybody.
What's going on, everyone?
I took a break from playing Diablo 4 just to come in here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hi. I might be a little freezy and jumpy for a minute. Apparently, placing an order on Shapeways is freezing up my StreamYards.
No,
I really need to get a better computer down here. This is terrible.
i3s don't cut it.
Yeah, no, Evelyn. The computer was free, pretty much.
Let's see what everybody's up to. We'll start with that, then I'll get to chat. Donnie, what the? Oh, you got all your minis.
Yeah, I'm painting zombie side minis.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what those are going to look like. I hope you have your magnifying glasses on.
You mean these?
Well, Donnie's got a ZV-1. He can zoom in.
There you go. Have you done any of them yet, or are you just getting started tonight?
Just getting started. Got these right here are primed.
Excellent. Are they all cast or 3D printed or what?
They're all cast.
Okay, cool. I am working on hopefully finishing the mirror up. This is stage 95. We're going to put the rear wheel arches in and then attach this to the body. That should be interesting. There's a lot of people that have fitment issues, and we'll see if we can fix that or how bad it is with this fitting to the body. So we'll do that. Oh, I was going to say, too, this came in the mail, and I'm not sure if Ian sent it to me.
No.
This is one of his part work upgrade mats. And I don't know if he just decided to send it to me or somebody had this sent to me, but I didn't pay for it.
You need to qualify the Ian there, because I definitely didn't send it to you.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think it was Wayne was having a contest, or somebody was having a contest, and I won one of these, and I sent it to Eric, because I didn't need it. But somebody sent it to me anyway, so I don't know if Ian just did or what. But I'm not sure how he got my address. But anyway, this showed up, so that could be interesting. I appreciate it. I don't have.
It's a nice little thing to have.
It's very big, so I'm not sure if it's going to be too much on the desk, but we might use it
if we turn this address on the package.
It just came straight from Ian Campbell. So.
Oh.
Well, I think that sort of says it all, doesn't it?
Oh well, see, look at this. See, Eric says, "I know who sent that to you, Todd." It's like some big secret. Well, whoever did, I appreciate it. Anyway, Ian, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to cry. What I'm breaking.
Oh God, you're still working on that thing.
Second prize it is. I was making progress. I 3,000 grit sanded the saucer, and then I went to go futz with my 3D printed bridge, and I slipped up, and I smashed my Shapeways 3D printed part into little pieces, and one of them is gone, and I can't even find it to glue it back together. And I had my garage door open too long the other day, and I got gnats all over the place now. Either I'm seeing spots and hallucinating, or bugs made it in. So yeah, I just completed a fresh order on Shapeways for some replacement 3D. Oh, I actually got that gnat when I clapped before. Gross. Ugh. Yeah, so I don't know. I could start trying to put lighting inside of the saucer, I guess, but I got to paint it. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do it the white primer and then start doing lighting on the inside, so I don't get any paint potentially?
Well, are you painting the inside? Are you doing the inside black like a lot of people do, and then silver on top for light block?
That's actually right. I gotta paint the inside white or silver, one or the other.
Yeah, to reflect the light around.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I got to clean up the inside of this.
Better.
Yeah. The silver is, unless it's chrome. Like some people use the aluminum, HVAC tape.
Yeah.
That stuff. I have a pile of it. Now I'm going to use a tiny bit of it here and there, but mostly just kind of around the shuttle bay inside the secondary hull to get good reflection.
Use silver
like really
for
good.
The light blocking, it gives the white like a blue tint.
Yeah, I agree with Eric. Eric says your video is very choppy.
It's my i3 is just pooping itself today.
It is.
Let me see what else I can turn on. Let me see what other windows I can close. Let me just close everything I can. Let's see what Task Manager's complaining about.
I'm gonna grab Dave's comment.
But yeah, that's it.
Dave says, "Hi guys, only here for a little while. I'm trying not to be an insomniac tonight. I don't blame you. The UK. This is not really a good time for UK, but I appreciate you being here, Dave. And start back at the top. Kenneth is here. Hello, everyone, including Eric.
Hey,
Kenneth came on before the stream started. I'm off today, so I can go with a family friend to last weekend at Renaissance Festival whenever I get and start the Okri Flying Dutchman ship. What tools do I need? That would be a very good question for Buck, but he's not here. Or Mark,
Right.
that build those wooden ships.
Or Dominic. Dominic builds them too.
Or Dom, yeah. If any of those people join, that's who I would ask. And Steve is on his way. Great. Sounds good.
And my CPU is pegged at 98, 99%. So
Wow.
Yeah.
See what he tabs open.
I closed all but 3. I've OBS minimized, and I have only 3 tabs open in my browser. I guess the computer's well, the other day I went to boot it up and it said operating system not found. So maybe it was warning me that it's tired of being abused for these streams, and I need to get a real stream. I really want to be able to record with OBS, so I need to get a new rig for that anyway.
My poor little AMD processor is at 13%.
Yeah. What are you running? The Ryzen 7?
Yeah, 5800X.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever owned a single AMD processor in my life.
I love AMD processors. The performance you get for the price, you can't beat them.
The computer that's in here is an i4790K. The one in my home computer, though, is like a Ryzen 9 5950 or something, 9550. That thing screams.
Ryzen 9. Is it...
So the Ryzens are cheaper, right? Like by a decent amount?
Probably a 5950.
And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll tap out and give up on life tonight and work on something else.
Because they just came out with the 7000 series. They ain't got to 9000 yet.
Oh, then it must be a 5K. It's been a while since I put it in.
Oh dear, there was a she said joke there somewhere.
There, I'm using his mat. I'm using his the part waker for his mat.
There you go. So Ian Campbell is part work upgrades?
Yeah, that's Ian Campbell.
Yeah.
Mark says all he runs is AMD. Says they work better on Linux.
Oh, I run Windows. The corporate world, we really shy away from AMD due to software compatibility sometimes. Like AutoCAD, they don't like certain things.
AutoCAD
certain
should
other.
run on AMD.
It should. Back in the day, I think it's just stigma because back in the day we had a lot of AMD compatibility issues when we tried piloting them. Nothing worked right, and I think we just never got it out of our heads in IT that business uses Intel.
Not anymore.
Home gamers use AMD.
A lot of businesses nowadays are using AMD.
I do a ton of computer quotes every week, and I have very few customers. I have 0 customers that ever request AMD, and if I offer it, back during COVID, the stock was horrible. Couldn't get anything. And I was saying, well, I can get you AMD, and I get a lot of pushback. And most of the stories were, 5 or 6 years ago, we had some problems with our program running on AMD, and I just gave up. I don't even bother trying to sell it anymore in corporate world. I did get my shuttle bay all lit up finally. That's all done.
Let's get a little chat here. Maker's Case. Steve says i9 time. Yep, that's true. Eric's cell site uses an FX 6300. That's a video card. Kenneth says I'm sitting here watching the 3 greatest group of people who are wise and very knowledgeable.
6300. That's a processor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Mark says, "Hobby. All I run is AMD. Yep, it's a bit more Linux friendly." Eric says, happy birthday again.
Oh, it's Mark's birthday. Happy birthday.
And he says, thank you.
Let's see.
I gotta turn the fan on. It doesn't take long in here to get really warm.
That's why air conditioning is wonderful.
Mm.
Let's see if that helps.
I don't think many of us are going to be, a lot of people of us are going to be at Wonderfest next week. It's going to be quiet in here.
Yeah, well, I'll be there, and you'll be there, Todd, and Buck, right?
I don't think Buck is going.
No?
He said he might not be going, but if he is, he's just going to drive up.
Oh, that's right.
Drive
He
up
said
for
he
the
was going
day.
to go for the day. Yeah.
And Donnie, you can't make it?
I'm planning on just being there for one day.
Oh,
Okay,
excellent.
were you coming in for like Saturday or something?
Yeah.
Well, I bit the bullet and I brought the 1/20th scale Super Strike Valkyrie home with me from the office. So I will be entering that in the model competition.
You know what's funny? I filled out tickets for us to display our Johnny Fives.
At the model show?
Yeah. I don't care if they get
Really?
judged. Yeah. I said, and I told Morgan we were going to do it. And I said, but if they win anything, we're just going to give it to Morgan, right? But
Yeah.
I thought that'd be kind of fun because otherwise they'd just be on display in a hotel room somewhere that only a few people are going to see. And I'm like, well, how hard is it to enter them? And it's $15, and you can put up to 10 things in for $15.
Yeah. Well, I'm also going to bring my, I'm going to put this in the props category, my belt gizmo from Ectolabs, because it is a kit that I did build. So I'm going to throw that in. There's a lot of ILM guys there that worked on Ghostbusters too, I believe. So I don't care if it wins anything. I don't care if it gets judged for anything. I'm just hoping one of the ILM guys walks past it. And I'm going to put a sign up. Judges or ILM people, please play with the switches and buttons. Turn off when done. And I'll let them have a blast with the little toy, with the gizmo.
Yeah.
And I think I might bring my Andy's hobby headquarters. The Andy's hobby headquarters Sherman 1/16 scale. I might as well just bring it. They said you said you could enter 15 models for the one fee.
No, so $15 gets you 2 plus 8 additional entries. So you just technically get 10.
Okay. So do I have to buy that in advance, or do I just do that when I get
there?
No,
you can fill out the form in advance. You still pay at the door.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise,
just like entry.
Yeah, you got to fill out the form when you get there.
Yeah, what's up with Steve saying to me? You're a young, I guess, a youngin. When AMD first came around, you had to run drivers on some chips. Never gonna. Yeah, no, Steve, same thing. Yeah, I mean, I was around. You know, I don't know if it was that. My first Intel was an SX 386, I think. I don't know if AMD was around back then.
386, yeah, they were around.
The AMDs were around during the SX 386 times?
Yeah.
I remember that, running drivers.
Yeah, I know Steve's got a couple years on me, but had to run drivers on some chips for compatible. Yeah, I never actually fought with an AMD, so I'm not, I wasn't personally impacted by having to run drivers for that, but I remember having to run, custom boot disks to be able to load my video games on Windows 3.11. Make your own autoexec.bats and command.com. I don't even remember anymore. Jeez. The old days of boot disks.
Right?
To have enough actual memory.
Mark says, I'm not super picky. I happen to run AMD. As it turned out, it's a bonus for me. AMD because GPUs work better on Linux. There you go. He says, my only Intel was a Core 2 series CPU. It's interesting because before I got the Ryzen 9, I had a Ryzen 7, like a 47 something, or I don't know. I still have the chip laying around somewhere. But up till that point, I had like a 4790K in that machine too. I was all Intel. I started with a Pentium 90, but
The first computer I owned as a kid was a Pentium 60. I think the first computer I ever touched in school was a Apple IIc.
I had an Apple. My first was an Apple IIe.
Yeah, we
that
had
was
apples in
the newer
school
model.
too.
Yeah. The New York City Board of Education really sprung on fancy computers for us. And all we did was play that turtle video game.
That's what I did. Used to draw things with the turtle.
Yep, drawing with the turtle. We always called it the turtle poop conga line.
We used to play Mario Brothers.
Oh, that's advanced stuff. We just had the turtle.
We
didn't
had
have anything as fancy.
Mario Brothers on the green monochrome monitor.
Yes, we had the green monochrome also. My God. Then in summer camp, it was we had some advanced stuff. We had Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Oh no, wait, what was the other? Oregon Trail also. Oregon Trail. I got killed by the Indians all the time.
You know,
Sorry,
that
the Native Americans.
They re-released it. You can find it on the Apple Store now.
Oh, you could get it's just a ROM now that'll play on anything.
Basically.
Oregon Trail. I'd probably still get eaten by the natives.
AMD GPU. You know what? My roommate has an AMD GPU and he loves it. I have a 3090 and he's got some, I don't know, something.
No, I haven't checked my tracking info from Morgan on my Johnny 5 in about 7 hours.
I know ours are supposed to arrive on Monday.
Yeah, mine said Monday as well the last time I checked. I thought he was in North Carolina for some reason. I didn't realize he was all the way the hell out in
Idaho.
West Jabib.
And it went to Spokane before it left the West Coast.
Idaho. Well, yeah, it went from Idaho to Washington to, dear God. It's those people in those states, the whole Idaho to the North Dakota area and Wyoming, they don't have a hub. Let's see. On the way. Ooh. Doraville, Georgia. No, it can't be in Doraville, Georgia by now. That can't be right. Oh, well, I'll still get here Monday either way. Because they're not going to deliver Saturday or Sunday.
What are you doing in Thailand?
Hey, Pete, I saw you eating cockroaches. They look disgusting.
Is he finding a boyfriend?
No, Pete was, he said, I'm leaving Australia. I'm going to Thailand. I want to eat fried cockroaches. Screw you guys. That's what he did. He's got his Facebook photos. I'm just seeing pictures of him eating fried bugs all day.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I know. And my wife wanted to go to Thailand next year, and I said, honey, it's beautiful. This guy, Pete, I know in Australia, he's got this lovely hotel room with his own little private pool and breakfast included for $100 a night. The only problem is he has to eat fried crickets for breakfast. My wife has a major bug phobia, Pete. She was not enjoying the talking about eating bugs. So we're just doing Japan next year. No Thailand. They don't feed you bugs there.
Well, they will if you want them.
It'd be hard to find.
Oh, no, there was a bunch of guys who went to Japan from Nissan a while back, and they were talking about some of the wild-ass food they ate.
Yeah, no, there's some crazy food in Japan, but, they see the normies, and they're not trying to shove bugs down their throat. Thailand,
well,
come on here, eat a cockroach, you'll love it.
It's protein.
We'll even give you chocolate-covered ones.
Chocolate-covered ants. That's what we have here. I gotta clean this garage. This place is getting out of hand.
Thanks for popping in, Steve. Or Pete. Not Steve. Steve's will be here shortly.
46 DX100. Yes. Well, that's advanced, Steve. Okay. I officially don't want to look at this second prize tonight, so I am going to work on a Gundam.
I have to put this on the back of the car now. Oh boy, wish me luck.
What do you got to put on the back of the car?
The entire back end of the car's got to go on now.
Oh, that sounds precarious.
This is a good looking model, though. Have to admit, it's a really good looking model.
That mirror is beautiful. I mean, the engine on it alone is just a work of art. Even without, you didn't even have to do much to it, right? Can you hear me? I'm not even on the stream. Where am I?
Yeah, you're there.
I'm there. Oh,
Todd's gone.
Todd vanished. The hell? I was like, why isn't he replying to me? What happened to my computer this time?
Whoop.
Hey, Todd.
That's what happens when you nudge the back button on your mouse.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Popped out of StreamYard.
Yeah. No, the only thing I did was I painted a couple little bolt heads here and there on the engine, you know, but
yeah, but you didn't do much. You really did minimal work on it.
No, but I mean, just.
No, I mean on the
all
engine,
stuff.
you did. Yeah, it's a gorgeous model. That has one of the best details out of the box, I think, of basically any vehicular part work so far that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, it's so well done.
It is, yes, it is damn impressive, I must say.
So.
Well, okay, let me make some space here. There we go. Yeah, second prize, you're just going to sit out tonight. Sorry. I need something emotionally soothing. I was off the entire last week, and then we were off Monday for the holiday, and this week was Hell Week. Vacation curse struck.
All right.
Donnie, you ever have like a work stoppage due to like lack of parts, and then all of a sudden they get a pile of stuff, and then you're like working twice as fast as before?
We did that all week this week.
Yeah, playing catch up.
Yeah, we had a little bit of downtime last week, and then we made up for it all week this week.
Yeah, so you got to sit around and goof off last week, and now you're paying the price.
Right.
Is it like Lumberg? Oh, hey, Donnie, yeah, you know, I'm going to need you to go on and come in on Saturday. Yeah.
So far, it hasn't got to Saturday yet, but...
Yeah, you know, and, yeah, Sunday, too. All right, thanks.
But we were scheduled for 8 hours this week, and so far today was the first 8-hour day of the week.
Okay. That's not terrible.
No.
All right. I'm going to build a non-master grade sized model.
A non-master grade, master grade.
Well, this is a Re-100, so Reborn 100, so it's a 100th scale like master grade, but it doesn't have as much of a detailed inner frame, and quite often a little bit less color separation in the parts. But they're meant to be lower cost and to go together quicker. And this is a Dija, which is from Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, from that series. Not that any of you give a crap. I don't think there's a single Gundam fan here.
Never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of Gundam, but Zeta or whatever it was you said.
Well, there was different series. You know, there was Mobile Suit Gundam, which was the original. Then they had series after that. Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, Mobile Suit Double Zeta Gundam, and there was other things and mini-series. And hey, Todd, that's a really nice work mat you got there. Where'd that come from?
I couldn't tell you. It just showed up. Got my name on it.
But it's from Part Work Upgrades? You just don't know who bought it for you?
Pretty much.
You got a secret admirer. Ooh.
Well, Eric seems to know who it is, so...
Eric's just a creepy stalker sometimes.
Yeah, but he's not telling.
No, he's not telling, so... Doesn't do us a lot of good.
Eric did somebody an unsavory favor to send you that Let's see here. Okay,
This whole entire back. I don't like that. This whole entire back section is held on with plastic screws.
What?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's well, the screws are going into plastic. You're saying?
Yes.
So plastic self tappers holding the entire back cowling on to the center of the car.
The entire back body is held in with plastic screws.
That's what I said. The back cowling, or whatever. I don't know. It's not the boot. It's not the bonnet. It's not British. It's Italian. What do they say?
Boots and bonnets.
Not in Italy, right?
Oh, I bet you in Italy it's boots and bonnets too.
Really? McLaren says cowling for the back of the car, I think. But this is a Lambo, so who knows? All right. Instructions. This looks pretty simple. A lot of polycaps, though. Ooh, boy. Body.
It pops. Well, he could pop himself in there. Steve!
Hey,
Howdy, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
how you doing? Good evening, everyone.
Better than crappy, but not fantastic. My broken,
He's doing
expensive
great now that
Shapeways
he's
car.
not working on his Enterprise.
I'm doing better now, yeah. I broke my Shapeways bridge, Steve. It crunched like a frosted flake under my big meat paws. Not good. Not good at all. No fault of the part. They're just delicate, and I'm an idiot. Ooh, we need nippers. It's a Gundam model, so I need good nippers.
What are you working on, Steve? What's on the agenda tonight?
I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to ask Eric a question, and I don't know if it went through.
TI
Anyway,
994A from everybody's channel. Was that Eric?
no, that's me. I don't know how I did that.
Well, if you're on a private chat and you type something, I think it said, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either. He said he used
God
a Texas. He said he used a TI when he was in high school. I was wondering if it was a 99A, or the 4A. I don't know. What am I going to do tonight? I did all my owners.
This is a problem for Steve. He's got more shop than he can fit model kits in. He's got too much shop and not enough kits.
Not Back to the Future. I could work on that.
The DeLorean?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Start working. There's somebody here that might be able to give you a hint or two.
Todd and Ian both have built that.
If you get stuck, there's a great website. It's mybttfianisanaasshole.com. Is that still live, Todd? You registered that for what, 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's got a few months to go still.
I'll go back to that.
Oh.
Hello,
Oh, Sleepy Joe has arrived.
buddy.
What's going on? You're feeling like a night owl on a Friday, huh?
I know it, right? Oh, bucket.
Oh, God, that next section. Please. Tell me you figured out the wiring before Todd chokes you out.
Actually, I was just about to figure out the wiring because I completely forgot how it was done to begin with when I took it apart to begin with. Well, no, let me back it up.
You gotta do the thing that Todd said to do.
SCHUH had got the next section together. But Todd mentioned, hey, you're going to have to rewire that. There's a better way to route these wires. right? You might come.
I remember.
Yeah, right. So I took it apart, and then I had a hell of a time putting it back together again. And I don't even know if I did it right. And then, of course, I forgot, and all the wires are sticking completely straight out. So I don't know.
Well, you just start over.
You know, the neck just might not have lights. You know. So,
Push comes to shove, just break out a tub of ice cream and go cry in the corner.
no,
That's what I do.
movie, ice cream. Yep.
I keep emergency coffee flavored Haagen-Dazs around for just such an occasion.
You could just go to Todd's website and
Yeah.
That's where,
See what he
believe it or
did.
not, Donnie, that's where I had to go because SCHUH forgot the middle 7 booklets for this,
Talk about gift horse in the mouth.
which I have it now. I do have it now. Not to
Todd's going
mention
to make a
the
new
big,
URL for the My Enterprise D Eric won't read damn instructions.com.
Yeah, right. So I got the poster. He sent me the poster, so I'm gonna have to figure out a place to put that up with all its creasy goodness.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
like
really
the R2D2 posters.
like the Back to the Future posters, like every poster for every part work. Like, let's just fold this in tight creases and pretend we're giving you a poster that you can't ever mount and not look like a piece of garbage.
Yeah, and then call it collector's grade.
Yeah, really.
But then there's this that SCHUH sent along with the missing books. It's an addendum. Did that actually like come with the booklets?
What is it?
Stage 45.
Oh yeah, that's where they have you change the neck color from the clear orange to the solid orange.
Okay. No biggie. No biggie.
Oh, I set my camera to fast zoom a while back, and it's so not good for the workbench.
I didn't know it had a fast zoom.
It has a zoom speed setting, how fast it zooms in or out.
Oh.
So it either has slow, normal, or hyperactive mode.
I'll take hyperactive for 300, Bob.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck zooming in anywhere with any sort of accuracy, though. It makes it very jumpy.
What's that program? OBS. I can't use that program OBS if I'm also on StreamYards. My computer won't handle it. It chokes out.
Yeah, you missed my.
And yes,
computer
Todd,
choking out earlier.
the FX 6300. It's a processor, very old AMD processor.
F1, 12, and 13.
How much memory do you have in that computer, Eric?
It's DDR3, and I think it's maxed. I think it has 32.
I bet you it doesn't.
What processor?
If you've got 32 gigs, even with that processor, you should be able to run OBS.
Which processor does he have?
FX 6300.
Because
I'm
that's
just
the
not
same
sure what's
processor I had
bottlenecking
for a
it.
while, and I ran it.
Like right now, see, everything's all crystal clear and everything's great. As soon as I start OBS, this thing gets like Ian's camera, all stuttery and jittery.
Well, tonight, yeah, the i3 is just struggling tonight.
That's what I
OBS
meant. Like currently.
I updated OBS actually the other week, and now OBS is just sucking up a lot more processor. I wonder if that's the problem. Is when I updated OBS to a newer build, it just screwed everything up.
Possibly.
And I'll make sure, like before the streams, and I always did this. I made sure I shut down everything non-essential. I shut down Steam. I shut down Discord. Like nothing else was running other than Firefox. And that was the other thing. I actually improved a little bit by switching from Chrome to Firefox. Is that the squeaky fit issues there, Todd?
I think it has to do with the fender liners. What's that rubbing?
Oh, that is squeaky.
Did you figure out who sent you the pad?
No, you don't tell me. I'm not. What do you want me to?
Mark? No, I was just asking.
You want me to go? You want me to go all? You want me to go all like Sherlock Holmes on it or what?
Yes, I do.
No, I'm not going to.
Oh well, see how you are.
That's good.
I don't know if I should say, but I'm going to say it anyways because I don't know how he wants to play this. But Mac from
As
Max
long as
Mods,
she wasn't married.
Mac from Max Mods wanted to get you something as an appreciation for helping out, you know, him and everybody else, you know, across the puddle with your website for patchwork models.
Oh, well, they didn't have to do that. That was
So
nice of them.
they got together and and did that. So,
Oh, well, I appreciate it. They didn't have to do that.
and if you're watching this, Mac, sorry, he told me to keep it. That's how he got your address. So.
Why do you have my address? That's scary.
Huh?
He's a stalker.
Yeah.
That's frightening.
Okay. So here's the secret. What I did was I asked, and then he gave it to me. So.
Oh, crap.
You
Oh,
gave
Steve
Eric
just
your
found out.
address and don't even remember?
Steve just figured out Eric has his address too now, I think.
See, Todd's an enabler. See, that's what it is.
Yeah.
My address is public record, so
Hell, you tagged your stream with it.
what's that? Well,
You
yeah,
said
but
you tagged your
my-
video with it once.
my FCC call sign, yeah, you look it up and there's my whole life right there.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you got your ham radio license?
Yeah.
So the problem was you got licensed with your real info. My neighbor across the street, he might be in the employ of the FCC. I could have your record wiped, possibly.
Might be.
Maybe.
No, you're everyone who's has anything to do with the FCC. When you get your license, they automatically it has to be public record.
Yeah, it's like the drones. Once everyone had to start getting licensed by the FAA, I wonder if that's public record.
Yeah, if the drone weighed over a certain amount.
Yeah.
So if it's a fat drone, you have to register it.
Well, there's a lot. There's how high it can go and everything else, but most of your Phantoms and all that, they have to be registered, which was free. I think it still is. I got to do mine again, and you have to put the issue. What the heck is? I forget what it's called, but like on the tailplane of an airplane, the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Registration has to be.
My God.
Registration number. There you go.
Yeah, I'm glad I never got into the drones.
Oh, they're fun.
They are.
I'm sure, but I'm just... Once the drama started with the FAA registrations and everything, I'm like, not worth it.
Well, yeah, you're probably anti-government. You don't want anything to have them to do with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta,
Shit in Georgia going on there.
No, I gotta do an NFA tax stamp with fingerprints and everything soon anyway. So,
What are you buying a machine gun?
no, I'm just gonna SBR my MP5 pistol with a stock because it's just impossible to shoot with my astigmatism. Even after the laser surgery, I still don't think the length of pull is going to be good enough. So instead of using like a pistol brace, which they also now you're going to have to register it anyway, I'm just going to throw a full stock on it. If they're making you register the damn things for brace, I'll just register it and put a full stock on it, and that way I have a
Gonna fucking
better sight
demonetize
radius.
this now.
No, they
How
only
bad-
demonetize
how
you.
bad is your eyesight, Ian?
Well, my eyesight's fantastic now, but it doesn't take away the fact that I had an astigmatism. And when you're at the range, depending on the scope or the sights on the air rifle, it'll blur out sometimes, and you don't get a good sight picture. So it's all about the length of the stock. That's why stocks are adjustable for the most part. And you could make it longer or shorter to get it further away from your eyeball if you need to, or closer up to your eyeball. And that's my biggest issue with going to the range is the eye relief on the sighting equipment.
Come on.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, Eric, I've probably put more rounds downrange in one range session than you put your entire time in the Army.
We didn't have.
They don't give you a lot of time.
We didn't have ACOGs when I was in. We were still iron sighting it. So.
Well, you weren't infantry though, right?
What's that?
You weren't infantry.
No, I was a combat engineer, but I was a mechanic.
What I'm saying is, if you're
blow things up,
even infantry, they don't give you a lot of range time, to be honest.
You know what?
Not a
It
ton
was
of it.
just it was the year that I left. They had just given us God, what is it? Oh, it was the Garmin handheld GPS.
No.
But
Was it
before
19?
that, I mean, you were shooting azimuths, with a regular compass and whatnot.
Oh my lord. Is that 1995?
Yeah, 95 to 98.
Old GPS. Let's see. Polycap 3.
And we thought that was like the bee's knees. We were like, hot damn. We don't have to figure out directions anymore. This thing tells us.
Nope. Now some edgelord at the gun range has way better equipment. There we go.
Oh, really? Seriously?
What's going on there, Steve?
Oh, well, I'm trying to remember where I left off with this Imperial droid.
Oh, more light my bricks drama.
Mm-hmm.
Getting those wires in there.
God, is it pinching like at the bottom or something, or?
I took out the wheel well covers, the liners,
Yeah.
to see if maybe that's the problem. I'll find it. I'll find it and I'll fix it.
And he will post it on his website, so other people will be able to figure it out.
Right. Currently, you have the liners out.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, no. So I took the wheel liners back out because they were definitely rubbing on something. So now it's a matter of trying to figure out if this stupid bar is in the way, because there's a plastic bar we inserted in here that does pretty much nothing. This plastic, it's just for looks.
So it has nothing to do with like the rear end, like those housings themselves are.
Oh, I don't. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. I'm gonna find it.
They might be bumping up against the back end of the brake housing. I don't know. See, no squeakiness there.
We'll just put that aside.
Guess I'm shopping for an AMD motherboard after this. So I priced
Donnie,
out some
are you
Intel.
speed painting?
Oof.
What you say, Eric?
I said, are you speed painting?
I'm painting. I don't know about speed.
No, that's F. I need D. D1.
I've never been a really fast painter.
You got to charge by the hour for those things, I think, Donnie.
never got
Not by the
never
figure.
got the hang of it either, Donnie. I just most of the time when I start painting like minis and whatnot, like this guy, when I started doing him, I just I was winging it for the most part.
Have you ever
I'd stop.
watched? Have you ever watched James Wapple paint?
Oh, good Lord, yes.
He gets those oil paints
Unfortunately,
out,
he's not a
man,
big
and he'll start with a
YouTuber.
mini like
He's-
this, and in 30 or 45 minutes, it looks like a freaking masterpiece.
Oh, dude, yeah, that dude's insane. But he
I would
uses
just
oil.
boil some RIT dye, and dunk them in.
He uses oils only. He doesn't use acrylics or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
How's the paint even dry? Oils take so long.
Right, but
It
he
does.
uses that to his advantage to blend and
Yeah.
shade and stuff like that.
Yep. A lot of blending.
He'll start out painting the area on a mini one color, then he'll put another color right beside of it, and by the time he's done, there's no line between the two colors. He's perfectly blended them together. It's insane.
But he's also a professional painter too, Todd. He does work like in real life, face to face, and teaches. So he is good at what he does.
His wife passed away recently.
You're making a mess, huh? Can't get in there, can you? Can't get in there. Go cut it out.
You notice the lack of complaining when I'm working on a Bandai kit?
Yep.
Very few Bandai kits ever make me complain. There's one that's guaranteed to, that I have in the stash. But I'm expecting that to be problems.
See you underneath there. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh no, he's talking baby talk to the rabbit again.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
Ah, crap.
I'm with you, Steve.
No, you're not. You're working on the Bandai kit.
I'm just messing with him. Those Light My Bricks wires, though, are so tiny. I mean,
I snapped
like,
two of
they're
them
like-
last week.
you what?
I snapped two of them last week when I was doing the Iron Man.
Yeah. They are so damn small. What are they,
Is
that,
it like 36 gauge or something? I mean, they're tiny.
what is it, like Kynar and Kynar wire or something called? Like, I forget what it's called.
Only you would know that.
Yeah, it's what Evans Designs uses on his LEDs. That's one of the ones I snapped on the Shuttle Bay landing lights. Was like that thing's that wire had to be 36 gauge or something like that.
It's polycarbonate. It's polycarbonate.
Nah,
Yeah, probably.
nope. I think it's not. Is it? It's basically enamel coated, almost like magnet wire, but not quite. Right? A little
Polycarbonate.
thicker.
I'm gonna
Yes.
have to say it 7
like-
times.
Oh God! Here's what happens when you teach Eric a new vocabulary word. He just starts repeating it like a toddler. Why'd you say that in front of Timmy? He's just running around the house saying divorce
It's the
over
new
and
word
over.
of the week. You didn't know? Jesus.
This is like Pee Wee's Playhouse with Cherry.
Are those Like My Bricks wires just enamel coated?
No. Oh, they might. I don't know. No, they're not.
So they're actually insulated.
Hold on. I got to get up.
Well, the enamel coating is technically an insulation.
Right, but it still looks like just wire.
It looks like colored wire. It looks like anodized wire, basically.
Yeah.
I guess. would be the best description. But yeah, pretty minimal thickness to that. You could basically solder right through it. You don't even need to strip that stuff. The magnet wire.
Ow.
Oh, that magnet wire is pretty cool.
Yeah, I use magnet wire, you know, in places where there ain't a lot of room.
Yep. Because I'm using it. I'm using it in my 1/1000 scale TOS Enterprise. The larger wire that I have just ain't gonna cut it.
I mean, I have 30 gauge
Oh, my chair.
and 28 gauge.
Leaning under something and it just went out.
Just now?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
Hi, Katrina.
Hey, Katrina.
Hi, Katrina.
Good morning.
Shit's
Morning.
just falling off.
Morning?
Yeah, you're right.
We're here all the time. It's
Go grab a coffee.
times a day.
Steve.
You know, whenever Steve works on Lego with the Light My Bricks wires, it gets salty.
Yeah, I do. I'm real quick to moving on to something else.
Yeah,
Where's your
I
patience?
thank you, Steve. I thank
What's
you
that?
for your.
Where's your patience?
My patience? Yeah. I'm supposed to walk away and come back to it. That is my advice.
That's what I did with the second prize tonight, Steve. I just put it to the side and I'm building a nice, simple.
I'm
Gundam.
assuming you're mocking the article there, Todd.
No.
Yes.
Whoa, the Agora. I wasn't even paying attention to that.
He mocks. He mocks us.
Katrina's trying. She's like, fire the phasers.
He mocks
All
us.
right, now what am I supposed to do? Basically, I'm taking this whole goddamn thing apart.
I'm getting some Wrath of Khan vibes off Katrina tonight. All of a sudden,
Right?
really?
And I shall
It
have
was-
my revenge.
Why, she's walking around with her chest out?
No, it was just really. She was doing Ricardo Montalban really well there for a second.
Why, what was she doing?
She was saying lines. She was saying his lines from Wrath of Khan.
That was
He
me.
mocks us.
That was me, you wingnut.
That was Eric.
That was
Yeah.
Eric. Well, you got a
See?
feminine voice.
Get a new computer.
I can't hear any. It's all scratchy tonight.
See,
I'm doing
get
my best,
a new
guys.
computer.
The i3 is definitely not.
Junk.
Not
You know what you
mustard.
need? You need an FX 6300. And boy, have I got a deal for you.
Oh my god.
I'll sell you FX 8000 real cheap.
Oh,
I got a
Lord.
bunch of i3s with 16 gigs or 32
I have-
gigs.
I have an i3 with 16 gigs. The memory isn't the problem. I'm at 34% memory usage. My disk is a brand new Samsung 980 Evo. That thing's at like 1%, at if that even. And it's the damn. It's just the processor just sucks. A fat one.
That's what we're trying to sell you, man. Listen, pay attention.
Listen, I got a Micro Center down the road. I'm fine, guys. I just gotta,
Sell it to you cheap, too. $500.
I gotta reshuffle some of the budget. That's all. Wasn't budgeting for a new computer. Actually, I have an i5 tower floating around here that's not super duper old that I could probably use. I don't know if that
It'll be better than an i3.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Stage 28. Yeah, baby.
Should have gone this way.
I will not get mad. I will not get mad. I will not get mad.
Too late.
You will not get mad.
All right. I need it over here.
This is one of the most entertaining streams ever. Just Steve telling himself not to kill things.
I don't know about you, Steve, but by the time I start saying I will not get mad,
It's
I'm
too
already
late.
mad.
Yeah.
I'm already mad.
Steve's already mad.
Well, I'm usually very even-tempered, but this is
Steve, I said it before. You're even-tempered unless you're working on a Lego with light my bricks wires involved. That seems to be your trigger.
What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing at nothing.
No, I'm talking about Katrina. She's
Well,
whooping
I
up
think
and
I think she's like, yeah, Ian's absolutely right. Maybe you shouldn't work on Legos, honey.
She's laughing at her husband getting all torqued up over Legos.
This is why I don't model build upstairs near my wife. She'll be like, babe, do we need to talk?
Intervention.
Even-tempered.
Leave me alone. I swear to God, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. Oh, dear. Okay, if you say so. So, Steve, did Todd loop you in on what we're doing with all the Johnny Fives?
no.
Oh,
Yeah, I did. I told you I was going to buy tickets so we could display them in the.
Oh yeah, that, we talked about a lot. I didn't know what I thought it was something we were talking about tonight.
Yeah.
So yes, Ian, he did tell me, but you can tell
Okay.
me again if you want.
no. I was just wondering if you know. I thought we were putting him in the. It's a better idea than just putting him in one hotel room for like maybe half a dozen people to see. Leave him out there. That's nice to give Morgan the credit too. That's pretty cool.
That's the idea.
Yeah, no, that's the right thing to do. I mean, they're bought, not built. Like,
They're still cool as hell, though.
they're extremely cool. I can't wait to get mine on Monday. I'm going to do a beautiful little unboxing video with it. Wife be damned. I'll be like, Johnny Five came. Leave me alone, woman.
And she'll say, Ian, get in here. Yes, dear.
No, it's just E. It's just E. Or she just stares at me. She doesn't even say a word.
E, come here. Yes, dear.
All right. So what am I doing here?
Most times she really beckons me. It's just her screaming. And I yell, do you need me to bring a gun or a dustbuster? 99% of the time, I'm pretty sure it's always going to be the dustbuster. Because she saw a cockroach or an ant or a centipede or something.
She might
And
want
there's
the
just
gun.
that one time where she'll yell gun. And I'm like, oh, somebody's actually trying to break into the house? Because she screams like someone's trying to kick the front door down.
And how many
But
times
it's
is
a
somebody
little-
actually trying to kick the door down?
Never so far in the 6 years we've been here. Never.
My daughter used to scream like that every time she saw a spider.
Yeah, it's bad. She's got major. And if I could, she's so easy to scare. I've scared her half to death when I haven't even tried. One night she came home from a board meeting, and she was wearing a new shirt, and she forgot to take the damn tag off the shirt. And I saw the tag hanging over her shoulder, and I pointed at her shoulder, and I went, ha ha. And she's like, what? Ah! And she screams her head off, and she rips her shirt off, throws it in the air, and starts running around the room. And she's like, what is it? Get it off of me. And I was like,
Sounds like
honey,
your honeymoon.
I said, honey, it was just the tag on your shirt. And she goes, what? I said, it was a tag on your shirt. What do you think? I would tell you there's a cockroach on you? No, I would sneak up behind you like the guy in Predator and, stab that scorpion off with a knife without you even knowing. I mean, I've hidden bugs from her before. Like, I'll find a bug, I will kill it and hide it. I won't say a word about it. Because, then she'll be like, you got to call the exterminators. They got to come again tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Emergency. I was like, one bug made it in the house, and it was upside down, barely kicking. I just don't tell her.
I had to kill a spider the other night.
Well, is Katrina scared of bugs?
No, my granddaughter.
Yeah. Well,
Katrina probably puts them in chocolate and eats them.
yeah.
Cage
Katrina
and
would probably
style.
fry them up like she's in Thailand
Hell
with Pete.
yeah.
No, the
Put 'em on a
spiders run
stick.
away from her.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
God, here she comes.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Steve. Hit unit 820.
Great, grand, wonderful.
Donnie, I got to build one of these Gundams and ship it up to you to paint.
Hell, the way those Gundams are made, it would probably be easier to paint them and then put them together.
Yeah, most people actually paint a lot of the parts on, the
Yeah,
clipper
paint them
sticks.
and then snap them together.
Yeah, but the problem is they have such a precise fit. You got to be careful getting paint on the pegs.
Well, then don't put paint on the pegs.
Well, it's easier said than done.
No.
Uh-oh. Katrina's in here calling us comedians. I have to admit this mat is actually working really well for this. I'm this car upside down versus like me moving a towel around.
Yeah, well, I used that big piece of foam cushion from Hobby Lobby, for making like seat cushions, and I thought that was excellent.
I don't know what this fabric is. This needs to be like a microfiber.
Yeah, what is it, like
'Cause I
jersey t-shirt cotton?
No, it's even less than that. But it's gonna pill. I can tell it's gonna pill over time.
Oh, so it's like a Gildan t-shirt?
No, it's definitely more of a fabric. It's not a t-shirt material. Needs to be wrapped in a microfiber. That would be even better.
Me?
Well, there we go.
How am I gonna do this? I really feel like taking these off the part.
Okay.
Damn things almost assemble themselves.
I've never even built a Gundam.
Oh, they're quite nice. They snap right together. You don't need any glue.
Yeah, I built the closest thing I built to a Gundam was Optimus Prime.
I built that
It's
Batman Gundam.
very similar. It's a mecha kit basically. Yeah, Gundams are fun.
Ah, poo.
Oh, poo. That's very tame.
It's not like Steve.
Yeah, no. It's usually
Oh shit! Yeah.
a little more, yeah.
Classing the place up. Where is?
Class in the place.
Uh-oh, I'm bleeding.
What's new?
It only lasts for a week.
That's how you know you're working.
That's how you know you're modeling.
Oh no! Come on.
Unless you're a hemophiliac, should we call 911?
No.
Okay.
Or blood
can't get
thinner.
You can't get to that screw at all. Excellent.
Legos are generally very easy to build, I think, until you involve those damn wires with all those lights.
Yeah.
And Todd buys those lights with the little tiny wires to put in other models.
Oh God, I have so many parts of Light My Bricks now. I had to put them in their own bin. All sorts of components, depending on what I feel like doing.
I still wish I built that Nakatomi Tower.
That thing was sick.
Mm-hmm.
You could still build one.
Yeah, Todd already did it.
You could still build one.
Nah. I don't really do Lego. That's the thing. I don't want to accidentally use a gateway drug, but like Nakatomi Plaza.
I've built a few Lego.
Oh, I've built a few. I mean, I did one of the larger X-Wing fighters my brother got me for Christmas once. And then what else? A couple other. I did the Sears Tower. I did the John Hancock building from Chicago also.
So you've already had the Gateway drug.
Yeah, but I sold those on eBay. I got rid of them. And, you know, the X-Wing, I sold on eBay. I got rid of it. And then my brother got me the Iron Man helmet and the Stormtrooper helmet. And I still have the Stormtrooper helmet sitting upstairs somewhere until I put it on eBay. I didn't even open it. I'm just going to sell it on eBay. Did that thing get discontinued yet?
I don't know.
That's usually when I sell the Legos, is once they're discontinued.
That's when they can become worth more.
Yeah, that's when I start putting them on eBay.
All right. Can I put washers on that? That
AT-AT Walker. Oh my God, that thing looked amazing. That was like what, $800 or something.
The last one I built was a Y-Wing.
These things are crazy though. A16. This whole head is just the same color blue. That's annoying. Whatever. Little panel liner, fix that up.
Just get the airbrush out.
Negative, good buddy. Pattern is full. I'm snap building tonight because it is peaceful and relaxing. I did so many of these during COVID.
Snap.
No, I did a ton of these during COVID. It was so nice. I could just do it at my desk a little at a time in between emails and phone calls and just snap a few pieces on. And by the end of the day, I'd have a little robot. Sometimes after they're done, I would just hit them with flat clear. Make them look a little more anime-ish.
What? Let's see.
Oh, it actually has nice contrast when you put it on the torso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, something is amok.
Amok. Oh boy.
Amok time.
Muck. Muck, 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 muck.
All right, so
This is a pretty good kit, actually. Not too many color correcting decals. Yes, I didn't say decals for once, and no one jumped on the opportunity. Shame. You may never get the
actually used
opportunity
the
again.
correct term.
What, decals? No, I
No,
said the wrong one. I
decals.
said decals.
Decals is the correct term.
I don't know.
So it's Canadian to say decals, by the way.
And Brits.
F1 and F2.
okay. All right, that's on there.
4. That's a big piece.
What is that noise?
Did you
Sounds
get
like
that neck
stalling,
put
doesn't
together
it?
yet, Eric?
What's that?
Did you get that neck put together yet?
The what?
Yeah. Gotta be working on that Enterprise.
I have been. I just put this on.
Hour and 12 minutes in, and you got a part on?
What'd you just say?
An hour and 12 minutes in, and he got a part on?
I got
Oh,
a
I-
pattern. That's
I
right.
did not hear part.
So, Eric, you had to restart the Enterprise D subscription from what issue?
Well, I haven't restarted it officially yet because I'm working on the Eleanor. But the last issue, or the last stage, I guess, if you will, 77.
Oh, okay.
78
They don't start shipping those for a while, do they?
till July.
Yeah, same with the Ecto.
Yep.
Yeah. A bit of a wait. I got some time to order more upgrades from I don't know whoever it is anymore. I've lost track of all the damn
I don't know.
upgrade
Ian
builders.
Campbell posted one that apparently is coming out. I don't know what company is putting out the Patworks, but it's a Lamborghini. Looks like
Oh,
really-
Poacher.
A what?
Poacher. They're
Oh,
bringing
yeah.
it's the Aventador, and they're bringing it back. That's
Oh,
it's
Poacher.
been released.
Yeah.
It's been released before.
Yeah, didn't Poacher have the Superbike out also?
Yeah, it looks
Whichever
pretty
bike that was,
cool.
the
The,
Ducati or something.
the Ducati Panigale.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I think like Adam Savage or maybe Andy, like a few people I think started that bike way back and like it just kind of fell out of it just vanished. Did they like go down before they finished the subscriptions?
Are you talking about the bike that Mac from Max Mod's doing? The blue one now? The Rossi?
I don't know if it was that if that was the only Superbike part work that's ever been made, then maybe that's the
No,
one.
the Valentino Rock is a different bike. They also did the Panigale. There's a Indian Springfield. There's a Fat Boy from Harley Davidson.
No, it was a Superbike. It was a sport bike.
Yeah, if it was the red, white, and green
Harley.
one, it was the Ducati.
Yeah. And I think Andy's Hobby Headquarters started the bike and he started the R2D2 and he got like the first few packs in and then like I think the build just died. Like I never saw another video from him on it.
Wait a minute. Andy started a patchwork?
He started a couple of them back in the day and they just kind of faded away. I think that might have been what was D'Agostini Model Space or something?
Yeah, I
Before?
remember him starting one too. I just don't remember what exactly.
Wayne built one too, didn't he? Didn't he build a big bike?
Yes. Yeah, he did the God, did he do the Rossi or the Panigale? I want to say he did the Ducati.
Ducati. That was it.
The Ducaca? I just want them to do more movie
I
vehicles.
do not like Ducatis. I don't like how they ride.
Yeah, you're a motorcycle guy, aren't you?
Yeah. I was thinking of selling it, and then the other night we were grilling, and I sat on the bike, and
You got the warm and fuzzies again.
yeah, it's just so dangerous riding around here anymore.
Dangerous riding a motorcycle anywhere.
Yep.
Shit, I hate driving a car in Murfreesboro, much less.
I'd rather be in a car.
I'm
Yep.
nervous enough in my Forerunner on the highways in Atlanta. I'm like,
Or like I tell people anymore, when you're riding down the road, you're driving your bike and you're driving every car around you because it's like a chess game. You know, what's this one going to do? What's that one going to do? Nobody ever.
Exactly.
Everybody started speeding when COVID hit because there were no cars on the road, and now all the cars are back, and they're still driving like assholes.
Yes, I am.
They were driving that way in Murfreesboro before COVID.
And I'm getting
Yes, I
tired of
was.
getting off my bike and tapping on windows.
Well, I wasn't that bad. I always give the motorcycles a good, few car lengths. I don't want, he can stop quicker than I can. I try to, and if I see one of them being, because some motorcycle drivers, they're also jackasses. And if I see one that's weaving through and splitting lanes, and I'll just move over and give them some extra space and be like, "You're not dying next to me. Kill yourself somewhere else." I don't want anything to. No, I just give them a wide berth. I don't care. I don't want to have any issues. I just want to get home with as few possible incidents as I can, get away with there. So yes, I'm indirectly, Steve. I'm very courteous to motorcycle riders because I stay the hell out of their way. If one of them decides to
it really depends on the bike, because it seems like people that ride, like bigger bikes, the Hondas, the Harleys, things, Springfields, the Indians, things like that. But if you're on like a sport bike,
they don't drive like that.
No. Those guys are leaning back. You
cool.
can hear their sound system from like 100 yards away. They've got these like giant 10-inch woofers in like the fairing of the handlebars, just blasting their eardrums out.
And that's fine. It's the guy that it wasn't there a second ago and then goes past me at 100.
Yeah, or
on the
freeway, in the middle of the lane, between two cars.
Yeah, well, I had an incident once on the what was it? The Henry Hudson Parkway in Manhattan. Hey, Steve, you been on the Henry Hudson Parkway in Manhattan right after you get down off the George Washington Bridge?
No, the problem with that is it's in New York.
Yeah, well, it's right on the side of a cliff, okay? And I was in my my Lightning, and I got through the toll booths, and I'm in the middle lane, and the speed limit there is ridiculously low. It's like 45 or something. So my Lightning has a full exhaust. I was like, I don't want to get pulled over by NYPD Highway Patrol. So I'm doing probably 55 and a 40, and I start getting over to the right lane, and this guy on a Ninja's just flying up at like 120 probably. And I saw him in the last split second out of the corner of my eye. He was trying to squeeze between me and the guardrail. And I swung back into the middle lane, but he'd already started fishtailing. And he went over the cliff, which is like a 300, 200-foot drop probably.
See ya!
And, I mean, I felt horrible, but, like, the guy was crazy. I didn't do it, I was trying to get in the right lane and go slow. That's why you don't pass on the right. But yeah, I've seen some motorcycle guys, try to end themselves multiple times. It's not fun. Quite upsetting. This thing's all backgated. I gotta cut all these little nubs off.
Don't do it.
In Atlanta, it's usually just some middle-aged dude leaning back on like, what is that, a gull wing, the Honda?
Goldwing.
Goldwing, that's it. Gullwing, Goldwing. Close enough. Whatever. I'm not a motorcycle guy. Give me the benefit of the doubt for being an idiot.
My exhaust fell off.
And yeah, they're just cruising down the middle lane, just puttering along with their music blaring.
That's it. We're getting closer and closer.
What, to you not cursing about that Lego thing?
No, this whole thing just being put on a shelf.
Oh, no. Is it that bad?
Well, I swear Legos don't hold like they used to. I don't know whether it's me or...
Did you eat fried chicken before you started building? Because you may be getting the pegs greasy.
Are you making fun of my wife?
Wow.
No, I'm just asking if you've had fried chicken. You grease up those Legos, they'll get slippery on you. I'd love some fried chicken right now, actually. Publix, oh man, they got such good fried chicken. Well, now I'm hungry. Damn it. You got to wait at the deli counter though for them to pull out a fresh batch of chicken. That's when you pounce. When it's right out of the fryer. Then you fly home at double the speed limit.
You need help.
Whip into the driveway, run up into the kitchen, rip that box open, and tear into it as fast as possible.
You don't know our humor, right?
Easy.
What's that?
You're pumping and dry well. Anyway, you want help?
Have you guys vacationed in the South, like in Florida, at all?
For what purpose? Really? You could have picked any state. Ugh.
No.
You've never been to Florida?
Several times. I hate it.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, but did you happen to go to Publix supermarket while you were down there?
Yes.
You don't
I
have to
got
go
a
to
mortgage
Florida to
for
go to
shopping.
Publix.
It's a really nice supermarket, and they have amazing fried chicken. It's like my favorite. It's better than Roy Rogers.
Oh, we're right. Yeah, chicken. I thought you meant their hamburgers.
No, Roy Rogers. Oh, God, they had horrible hamburgers.
What?
Oh. Like,
Oh,
as a
you're
kid, they were
talking,
good.
well, you're young. You don't remember the real Roy Rogers. So
Listen, I had the holster of fries. I used to get the holster of French
Throwing down
fries.
the age cad.
did you have a Buckaroo card?
I did not have a Buckaroo card because we didn't have a car, so I barely ever got to go to Roy Rogers unless we were going to Comic-Con down at Penn Plaza. You know, and they had a Roy Rogers over there on 34th Street near Penn Station.
Then you've never eaten at Roy Rogers.
Ow. Buckaroo card. You're old. I think they probably stopped doing that when I was born.
14. So
That would have been when he was born.
yeah.
79. When did they kill the Buckaroo card?
Oh, you were born in 79?
Oh, God, he's
Yeah.
Yeah, God, we've got a daughter as old as you. Yeah, they were Buckaroo cards were long gone by then.
Yeah, no, I did really. I mean, honestly, as far as fried chicken in the Northeast, Roy Rogers was my favorite. But in New York and New Jersey, like the only place they just dwindled away, and basically the only places left, there was one in Yonkers, and then there was a few on the Turnpike at rest stops, and that was it.
I know I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the simple fact that I have no idea what I just did. This is not even right. I think I'm missing an entire piece.
That thing came with instructions, right, Steve?
Well, you got to look them up, but the thing is you got to take. The hell?
Well, you got to take parts out to pass wires through or something.
Yeah, let's just think about this.
Ooze fraba. Mariska Hargitay. Mariska Hargitay.
So
B.
all right, I'll bite.
F.
Okay, so it. Oh, there it is. It's over there.
It was
That's
over
what
there.
She said.
It's the C part's true.
I didn't even hear that drop.
Where the hell is the F1 and F2? Oh, there they are. They're over there.
Now I'm like a hoarder with my cane trying to grab stuff on the floor. Where is? All right, this is how I fell out of the chair before. Where is? And there I go again.
That's the problem with the wheeled office chair stool setup and trying to roll back and find parts on the floor. Very easy for that sucker to squirt out from underneath you.
I have no
And
balance.
lay out like the president at a Air Force ceremony.
Right.
That was pretty funny.
I might get
My
done
dad's
with
84.
like one of these inventions from the Gremlin, Dad. Where is?
My dad's 84, and he finally had to capitulate and get one of those rollator walker things because he fell down and hurt himself.
Did you put the little tennis balls on it?
No, it's a high tech rollator. It's non tennis ball required. It's got wheels. It's got like mechanical handbrakes and stuff. It's pretty advanced actually. You can do drag brakes on it if you're going downhill and you want it to slow you down. It's got a lot of features, bells and whistles.
That's high tech.
Yeah, I know it is only the best.
No, it's extremely hot in here.
It's getting hot in here.
So take off all your clothes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Come on, get in there.
Oh,
There it is. There it is.
There it is. There she blows. Steve, you really need to build a Gundam. It will.
He did, didn't
he? Your world.
Crap! No, that's what I could have done tonight. I didn't even give
Build
it a
a Gundam?
thought. Yeah, I had a Gundam here.
Yeah, you should have done that. Better for your mental
Did
health,
you?
I think.
Didn't you finish the fire truck? Did I see you post pack 9?
Posted pack 9. We had to edit 10 and 11, and I got to finish filming 12, which I was supposed to do today, but I needed a nap.
I know the feeling.
I needed a nap today. I didn't take one.
No, I did not email the guy about the color. Color. Some guy ordered a decal, and he wants white vinyl on a white magnet.
White vinyl on a white magnet?
Why wouldn't you just print the letters black?
Well, you get several different color choices. I don't know whether I don't know what he wants. But I know if we pick a color, it'll be the wrong one, and then he'll complain. And
I got my remade shirts. The front looked great, but they made the entire GTR logo black.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on your second batch of shirts, Todd?
Yep.
Who'd you order them through?
Rush Order Tees. I mean, they replaced them for free. They were really cool about it, but
Okay.
it does not change the fact that they screwed them up twice.
Yeah. I think you're
Well,
gonna
that
have
shows
another
how
one.
consistent they are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They're consistently fast and they screw up every time.
Okay, so I don't know.
You know,
Okay,
Todd,
I
I'm
will
pretty
not
happy
get
with
mad.
the
I will not
Vistaprint
get
ones I
mad. I
got.
will not get mad. I will not get mad.
Mariska Haggerty. Mariska Haggerty, Steve. Mariska Haggerty.
Oh my God! Don't do that, boys. What the hell is that?
I put my mouth right up to the blue snowball mic.
Could you have said Mike without throwing out a brand name?
It was the blue
I'm just
snowball
curious,
thing.
Yeah,
no,
right.
I'm just
'Cause
curious.
it's such-
you're
It-
He is a NASCAR driver of modeling.
No, it's such a stupid
I think
name.
Hobby number 45 did really big today.
It is absolutely the dumbest product name I've ever seen in my life. I ordered it in an emergency on Amazon Now once because I'm like, I need to voice over this crappy video. It was the only thing that Amazon would deliver in 2 hours to my house. And I'm like, what the hell is this blue snowball thing? I had no idea. I was like, this is the stupidest name ever. I guess
What,
it's
the
an
mic?
okay mic. Yeah.
I had a snowball. I didn't like it. I got the Blue Yeti, and I love it.
Well, this is
Yeah, I
That's
have
all
the
my
Yeti.
voiceovers in.
this is just blue microphones, snowball ice. I guess I don't know. It's a stupid name.
It's just
But
funny.
I was setting up the new camera rig, and it was I had it sitting around for the last like 2 years, and I never used it since then. And I was like, I might as well set it up on the workbench. Maybe it'll sound okay.
I couldn't get any volume out of mine, and I just didn't. And it shouldn't be that hard to dial it in, so I just simply
Well, I mean,
got rid of it. And
I mean, unfortunately, you can all hear me very clearly, so mine works.
what?
Yeah. Good try.
Oh, you son-
I love when Steve
what
talks
was that?
angry.
There you go.
No! Oh,
Jesus.
so much for
What
that.
the
What was
hell?
I was trying to set up.
What?
That's a lot of air.
Yeah, it is a lot of air.
So have you thought any more about switching your room around, Steve?
Yeah. Apparently, she said.
No.
Oh, here it comes.
No.
I didn't say.
You didn't say earlier when we get back, we're going to redo the whole place.
Yes.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
What I was talking about the whole office, not your studio.
Yeah, I know. Need to mind your business.
I think Eric is MIA.
He might be on the floor playing with his rabbit. Whatever that sounds like, it makes.
Is that code for something?
I kind of felt
Eric's
like it,
petting
didn't
his bunny.
it? Yeah.
Putting him in his
Oh,
cage.
dear God.
There he is.
Eric just caged his bunny.
I just caged him. Should have named
Was
him
he,
Johnny.
was he not using his litter box? Your perfectly trained bunny.
Now what are you supposed to do? Oh,
Potty trained in a couple months. That's all it took.
Sure.
You can potty train rabbits.
If I ever go over to somebody's house and they're like, "Oh, we have pet rabbits," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool," and they're like, I get to the house and they're like, "You need to take your shoes off. We don't wear shoes in this house." I'm like, "Okay, I'm going home.
I'm going.
Sorry, won't. They're not going to stay.
all right.
Not staying.
Well,
Or
what
I'll
if
bring my
somebody has
Adidas.
cats?
I'll bring my. I have cats. I have dogs. They all do their thing where they're supposed to.
Rabbits can be trained to
to
do the
Thumper.
same thing.
I don't trust them damn rabbits. Bugs Bunny was a lion.
Yeah, well, rabbits are known for being pretty evil.
Right.
Duck season. Nope. Don't trust those bastards after watching Looney Tunes as a kid.
We had rabbits years ago and they were potty trained.
Yep.
Yeah, we had one that would go back in the cage and big old lop ear.
Yeah, that's what ours was.
Yeah, that's what mine is. It's a hauling
She-
out.
She was cool.
I have 2 English bulldogs and a cat. If a rabbit came into this house, it would not last long.
Okay, that's it. We're done. We're done.
Steve's given up on the Lego. I
Hammer.
love the Probe Droid, though. I mean, it's a cool thing.
Nope.
Hammer, flame, anything?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Look at that. Look at that. Organization just went out the window. No, the hell with it. Done. In the corner.
Well, no, he's organizing all his Light My Bricks packets. Hey Todd, did you figure out your fitment issues?
No,
Almost.
no,
Close.
that's a no.
I mean,
Almost as
I didn't say yes, did I? But
almost
I
is
mean,
better than no.
it's better than it was.
It's not squeaking like it was.
Where was the fitment problem from the rear deck
Well,
to
like,
the body?
Look at this gap,
Oh, yeah, that's pretty big.
and then look at this one.
That one looks about perfect.
Yeah. So I just got to figure out how this is being mounted and how I can push this side forward.
Yeah.
But what's weird about this is that the mount, so it mounts to the frame, the body frame, right? Right. This is all metal, but it mounts to the trunk compartment, and the trunk compartment could be anything.
Tweak.
Yeah.
So maybe you got to loosen the screws on the trunk compartment on one side and like jostle it forward or something.
Well, that's kind of where I'm headed, is trying to see if maybe I can adjust it from that way, doing it via the trunk compartment. Or is the trunk compartment not seated all the way? That's the top. Yeah.
I mean, it was
I
a
don't
similar
know.
story with the
I'm just
DeLorean,
worried
you know,
because
having
I
to
can only take these plastic screws out so many times.
before they completely strip.
Yeah, and then when it's going to strip, and then there'll be nothing left.
Maybe just bust out the Dremel tool. You know.
If it was that easy. Oh, here's another piece of exhaust came out.
Uh-oh.
It's only a $1,200 model. No reason they could make it fit right.
So it's not. It doesn't actually mount. It doesn't actually mount to the body. Those chassis do not mount to the metal body. They mount to this plastic box that holds the speaker that acts as the trunk compartment. So that's what the hinges mount to.
That thing has a speaker in it?
Yeah, it's right here.
It makes Lamborghini noises?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underneath
Oh,
this
that's
mesh.
awesome.
Yeah. So it could be that this is not.
Hey,
in the
Gilly.
flush.
Gilly's
Looks
back.
flush.
Yay.
Well, that changes some things. If it makes Lamborghini noises, that's even cooler. That's more betterer.
More betterer.
Yeah, totally more betterer.
Totally.
Indeed. I honestly think the ILM guys at Wonderfest are going to have a blast playing with the belt gizmo if they go into the model show.
And when you get there, you're gonna find out nobody gives two shits about it.
No, they'll probably. You know what? You'd be surprised.
I'm just
Because
saying.
this is a bespoke kit made by a guy in England, and he makes them in extremely small quantities. They're very hard to get, and they're very few and far between. And honestly, all of them go to cosplayers, to Ghostbusters cosplayers, and the odds of one of these showing up at a model show at Wonderfest is slim to none.
Well, yeah, I mean, right?
So, like, if one of those
No,
fine
I'm sure
gentlemen from
somebody will-
Industrial Light and Magic sees it,
Somebody will give you some kudos for it, buddy.
I don't care if I don't want to win anything. I just want one of these guys to play with and be like, oh, this is friggin' fun. Like flip the switches, press the buttons, have a blast. I'll leave spare batteries on the damn table with it. I don't care.
Steve goes from Light My Bricks to RC. Was
He's
that
working on his off-roader.
improvement to the situation?
Honestly, I think there's no RC car that could be more complicated than trying to build something so intricate as that probe droid with Light My Bricks wires going all through it. That just gave me anxiety watching Steve try to build it. The RC car is it's like drinking herbal tea in a soft lounge chair on a tropical beach with a soft breeze going by.
Wow.
That Light My Brick stuff looks just oh god, grueling. I heard
Light
no
My Bricks,
disagreement from Steve.
Isn't it like touted as supposed to be like easy to use, right? Or something, or no? No, I mean, like, is it meant to? Like, they're like, hey, this is like,
No, they just say, hey, you can light your Legos with this. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Good luck finding instructions.
It's literally, I think, best of luck to you. May the odds be ever in your favor. We know you're going to die.
Mhm.
Yeah, we should have a new category for model kit frustration: Hunger Games.
Never
You
seen
might
that
not
movie.
survive. What? None of them?
No. Oh,
I'm not even a big fan. I saw at least. I think I saw I saw the first one. I know. I don't know if I saw any of the sequels, but I know I watched
Okay,
it.
Ian, this is Eric. Are you really surprised he hasn't heard of Hunger Games?
Donnie.
Well, I mean, he lives
really?
in North Dakota. I'm surprised he's heard of the internal combustion engine.
Really? We still have a lot of horses up here.
He
Do
has
what?
true horsepower. He has true horsepower.
It's true horsepower. Exactly.
Yeah, people are just riding horses around town near Eric. Oh,
He
she's
doesn't have the
quite
Amish though. Steve's got those.
What's that?
The Amish, they love Pennsylvania.
Oh, there's
Oh, yeah,
Amish just a few miles away from here.
All right, so here's the thing.
Oh, here's the thing. Okay, hold on,
I
everybody.
need
Listen up.
this. I need this to bend this way, but not come out anymore. So I can't. I tried putting washers under the screws to pivot it, but it pushes this back, and that breaks the.
Can you
breaks
big
the
yourself,
seam.
Todd?
But it's
can.
die-cast metal.
Yeah, no, I've already bent the shit out of the rear body to make it fit better.
Okay.
Where am I? Where am I at?
You bent
here I
the
am.
Gotta be
body.
careful with that
There you are.
die-cast. That
Yeah,
die-cast
so
is not
this-
the most.
This rear
flexible.
exhaust, this holds the exhaust of the model, right? So it holds the mufflers, and this is the two mounts for the rear body. And I can't have this come back anymore. So they recommend taking two of the screws and loosening them to tilt this. They even put that in the instructions there. Hey, the body fitment, just unloosen the screws and this will pivot down. But it also, when it does that, it pushes back. So I'm trying to think of the best way to do this, because if I have to get duck bills or something and bend this inward and this one inward and literally fold this, because I'll do it. No, I bent the body. I tweaked the body. Sometimes you have to do that on die cast. I had to do it with the DeLorean. Like the hood will come up crooked if you don't do it.
Well, I did it. I had to bend mine a little bit too.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. So
I
I
did a
bent it. You hold it, you bend it real slowly, little bit at a time, and tweak other parts. And
You just hope it doesn't snap.
So I take it,
great.
well, by the sounds of it, you can bend the metal at least easy, anyways.
well, it's zinc, not that strong.
Yeah, but it's also not that flexible. It's more brittle than flexible.
Yes, it'll snap before not for long. That's what I'm worried about. If I were to bend these to kind of fold this.
Yeah.
And I thought about taking duckbills and actually bending the corners where the mount is, but you'll snap it. That'll tear it. I don't want to do that.
Yep. Got to be very measured and calculating in your massaging of that metal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Cut, add spacers, JB weld, sorted.
Right. He says heat it up and slowly bend it. Yeah, I don't. It'll burn the paint off. I don't want to do that. It'll bolster this
What, the
paint.
black paint? I mean, who cares about the black? I mean, you could always repaint the black.
I could paint it again. Yeah.
If they're suggesting loosening the screws and bending it,
Obviously.
have you done
Not
that?
bending it. No, they only recommend loosening two of the three screws that hold this plate on. The problem if you loosen them is one, it wobbles because the screws are loose. It'll flex down a little bit, but when it flexes down, it also comes out, and I don't want it to come away from the body anymore. I need these two things to go up. I need to pull this. I need to pull the back end of the body down and basically pivot it so it sits more like this, because it's sitting fine on this side. It's this side. I need it to go. I need this side to stay where it is and this side to go in.
I wonder if you could do that, something similar like that. Like if you had like a bench vise, something that you could clamp a majority of it on and then bend it.
Yeah, and I don't think adjusting the trunk mount spots is going to work, because the fender liner, the fender liners are going to hold that in. They're lined up just right. And it is straight in there. It's straight.
They're lined up just right now until you bend it, and then they might be off. Gilly says heat it up, then slow bend it,
Yeah.
and then repaint it. I don't think heating it up will make it bend easier, will it? I mean, it's just
Well, another thing I'm thinking is maybe if I make this the hole, because this is just a screw going through a hole, like an eyelet. If I make this hole bigger or oblong even, so this hinge will sit a little closer in. I wonder if that's worth. Let me try that. Let's pull this screw out.
Now, how would you work that out with a file, like a needle file?
Yeah, because this screw is, I mean, this hole is real small right here. So there's a hole right here that hinge just hangs off of. And if I were to just use a nail file or even a drill just to make that hole bigger, because I don't care if it's a little floppy, if I can just adjust it so it'll sit on the body right. It doesn't need to be, if it's a little wobbly, if I just can tweak it and it'll sit, then I'll be happy.
Well, if you're looking for like, quick, I would use a drill, because I think if you did a needle file, I don't know how hard the metal is, but
this metal is there. I just drilled through it. That's how easy that metal is to drill. I mean, it's just zinc. It drills.
Okay. So
it drills it drills like soft lead. Get a bigger screw hole. Yep. Let's take thin vise. We'll make this screw hole even bigger.
If the hole is not big enough, do not force. Use a drill. Make it big.
I was thinking a Dremel or something.
Well, if I have to bust out the Dremel, I will, but I basically just need to grind the front end of this and make it more, either the hole bigger or make it oblong.
Gilly says, loosen the screws and spacers in the gap, then tighten up.
What spacers?
Or he might have meant to say add spacers in the gap, then tighten.
So I tried that. So I even made myself two little. I took M3 washers and I made myself singles. I glued 2 washers together, and then I glued 3 washers together, just to use as different spacers. The problem is that it pushes the body out, and I can't have that. I put them in there to basically tilt this thing and hold it in place, but when I do that, it pulls the body away from the car.
Right.
And so I can't have that.
And it's weird, too, because you're only talking about that one side that needs to go in. The other side looked fine. What was it? The driver's side looked fine, but the passenger side was off.
That's right.
But you're drilling out the driver's side?
Yeah, and I mean, the metal is so soft, I'm actually drilling this backwards because it was just biting. So I just drilled it, unscrewing it. It still made it bigger. So let's see it. All right.
How's it look now?
I won't know until I test it.
Hey, inquiring minds want to know.
You can take me off big though.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, hold on. 5 minutes. There we go. Eric, how many parts have you gotten attached to that Enterprise tonight?
One fully. This one being my second.
One part? Like one panel?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing over there?
The Enterprise.
Ba-dum-bum.
Oh. I think Geordie LaForge rebuilt it faster than this.
No, I'm going to take my time on the Enterprise, considering I don't have a sub to it, so I don't want to like just burn right through them.
That's a good excuse.
I do have to make room though, because it's awkward having the Eleanor and Pat on the other bench, but the PC doesn't reach that far. So.
Well, then just move the Eleanor.
Oh, excuse me.
What I plan on doing. Oh, speaking of Pats, Donnie. Any
Yes,
word
sir.
on the next I2?
Yeah, they just shipped it yesterday.
Nice. Maybe they'll get back on track to the once a month.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Don't get ahead of yourself there.
They were doing great for a while, and then they had that one issue that they were missing a part on. They've been all out of whack since then.
Yep. Yeah.
I know my Iron Man stopped coming for a while because they didn't have a gift. You know.
Oh God, the stupid free gift.
Yep.
That
was usually
the
crap.
excuse they used. We don't have a gift to send this, so we're gonna wait.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Well, they upped the price of the R2 subscription because they reworked all the all the free gifts. The free gifts increased the price.
Well, I didn't know they increased the price.
Yeah, but half of the free gifts I'm not going to get anyway because I'm already past that stage. It's like, so why did you increase my price?
Well, you might get it. You never know. They might just send it to you.
So if I sign up for it, I'll get all the free gifts that you didn't get that you paid for.
Right.
Nice.
But
Maybe
you'll
I'll
have
sign
to
up.
pay for them too.
Yeah, but I'll get the free gifts.
Twice.
And I'll rub these useless, horrible trinkets of garbage in front of you.
Right.
Be like, look at this garbage you could have gotten for, air quotes, free, sucker. Like, free gifts usually suck.
Speaking of garbage, I didn't realize how bad the stand that comes with the Enterprise was.
Oh,
I think Todd was telling me about it, but when I actually looked at it, this is the stand that comes with it.
Oh my God, I have the same.
Stand.
I got the same stand with a bunch of really cheap filming lights from Amazon. I got 3 of those with 3 white umbrellas and giant LED bulbs and bulb holders. I think I got 3 of those for $20.
Right.
That is some cheap junk.
And Todd brought up a point when I was talking to him there before, and he was like, "Are you really going to trust that with your very expensive, very heavy model?"
and it holds it like 3 feet above the floor.
Right.
Which
so
I don't get that at all.
So I need to have. Is that the problem?
Are you having problems with the RC now, Steve?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Jeez, Steve, it's not your night.
I can't get the wheel to come down tight. Not to mention I'm missing
there it is.
I'm missing a lug. Probably on the goddamn floor somewhere.
Steve's having a great. Steve, you need a vacation. You should go to Wonderfest.
Better yet, Todd knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that might hook you up with Hawaii. Okay.
Is that what we need? We all need to go to Hawaii.
Yep. HTM Hawaii road trip.
I'm just going to
There
bring
we
some
go.
extra Xanax to give to Steve in case he tries building something at Wonderfest.
Did you just say Hawaii road trip?
Okay. I realized it the moment it left my mouth.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I caught that. I caught it. Although, if it was a cabo, wouldn't be that bad.
A cabo?
Yeah, a cabo.
What is that? A brand of cheese from Vermont?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. What up?
I'm not quite sure how this
What up,
damn thing
man?
works. Oh, that's how it works.
Me and my Mark Wahlberg accent.
No, it's Jason Abortion.
Ooh.
You got to watch Zebra Corner on YouTube.
Zebra Corner.
The guy's a national treasure.
I think you mentioned that once. I thought he
Oh,
sucked.
yeah.
Yeah, is that the guy that did the commercial with the auto pack?
Yeah. The Smat Pack.
Smart pack. Yeah, that's
And
it.
then Eric goes and watches it, and he's like, I don't sound like that. This guy's a jerk. Meanwhile, Eric's wife is standing behind him and goes, oh, my God, it sounds exactly like my husband. Uh-oh, Steve's clearing his throat. I'm getting worried.
I drilled out the wrong one.
I know. That's what I was trying to tell you. I was like, wasn't that supposed to be on the... And you didn't care. Didn't want to listen.
The more I was thinking about it, the more I was thinking I was going to do both of them anyway.
Well, just in case it was both sides, now you have them both drilled out. Just in case.
No? Are we having fun yet? I hope yours goes together better, Steve.
What's that, mirror?
Mm-hmm.
What could possibly go wrong?
That mirror was all sunshine and rainbows while you were building the engine and the rest of it.
I liked it.
I still love the model.
Yeah.
Fitment issues that's a thing. Whatever.
It happens.
That seems to be a pretty serious fitment issue, though.
Well, I mean, it still works. It just doesn't really line up like perfect.
It looks like crap, and you're gonna know it looks like crap, so it has to be fixed.
Carefuling.
Am I seriously going to have to get some washers?
Oh, do I need different hands for the guns? I probably do.
Interesting. This hole wasn't drilled in the center of the metal like this one was. That doesn't help.
That'll do it. No fitment issues with this Bandai Gundam kit whatsoever, as usual. Just snaps together lovely. There we go.
Gilly said, it's over there. How's it going, Steve?
Eh?
Missing your axle nut?
Good.
Are you having fit issues, Steve?
The lug, hold the tire on the new front end, the portals.
Yeah.
The non-threaded part sticks above the hub, so the tires don't fit tight.
Yeah, but
Oh.
Ian said working on the RC would be all sunshine and rainbows.
It should be, but he's mixing different brands of aftermarket parts together now.
Yeah. See how?
Yeah, but we
You
already
need-
knew he was going to be doing that.
That centerpiece?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. The axle shaft that's not
right
threaded
here,
is
yeah,
proud
the
of the
non-threaded
surface.
part is sticking up above, so these aren't completely tight.
You just
It's
need a
almost like I
washer.
exactly, and
You got to put it on the backside. They should have
well,
wheel.
yeah,
They
the
should have.
washer would go on- exactly. The washer would go on the backside, but
Do they have hex spacers that match the?
no, they don't. And I
Show me the axle. I don't see the axle right
Yeah,
now. It's out of
Yeah,
frame.
right with you. There you go.
Yeah, the little hex. Yeah, there should be a spacer that you can put over that hex. That's also a hex. A little plastic spacer. It might have come with the kit actually.
That can only sound like Todd.
Okay, mute yourself. Whoever's using a Dremel.
That's Todd.
Dear God. Yeah, Steve.
loved it.
When I built RC cars, depending on the offset of the wheels, they would come with little hex plastic washers to go over that hex hub to
Yeah, and
space
I'm
the wheel out.
wondering I'm wondering, did I throw them out when I got the hub kit?
Yeah, they should come with something. They should have come with either the kit or your aftermarket axles or something. They would have just been little hex hub shaped plastic washers, like 2 millimeters thick or 1 millimeter thick or 3 or whatever, just to make those wheels a little more proud of the fenders. Sort of like a wide body kit on a Hellcat, you know, just space those wheels out.
Wheel space.
You could use regular washers, honestly. It doesn't really matter as long as you have a decent amount of the
but
as long as you have a decent amount of the actual, you know, rims hex on that axle hex adapter.
to buy it, yeah.
You know, you're okay. You're not racing this thing.
No,
You don't
I'm
need to
probably
worry
gonna
about
use
it.
Like I said, once I get it modified, I'm probably.
Yeah, you're
Here
gonna-
we go. Here we go. I got it. I got a washer.
You found one?
There we go.
Bingo.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fit.
Hang on.
Right concept, wrong part.
Todd will either have this right or they'll be in like just a mega rage quit. Got this, Todd.
Hey Steve, question.
Yeah.
Steve,
I need ice
your
cream.
your aftermarket axles, are they the same brand as your aftermarket wheels?
Oh, of course not.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the problem here.
I was going. I wanted to do that, believe it or not, but the problem was this is the only brand that had blue.
Yeah, I get it. I've dealt with that. That's what I
mean,
gave up.
The
I
problem
stopped
is not
racing.
unsurmountable. I know exactly what the answer is. It's
Yeah, you just got to space that wheel out a little from the hub.
Answer.
Yeah, you just need a couple of M3 washers, basically, or M4 washers that are little. Why is Todd big again?
That,
I didn't do it.
He's about ready to see if this fits.
Oh, yeah.
Is he?
Yep.
Who's Izzy?
Is he? Time for leg day.
There went my screwdriver. You see that? Did you see it go flying? It went right up the back of the table. It's gone. It went right up the back of the table. So that is
Time to,
markedly better. Not great,
Whoa.
but it's better, but it's not.
It's-
It's not great.
yeah, like it's almost like the driver's side tightened up even more now.
No. Well,
I mean, here's the thing. There's obviously play in it because I can push that together.
I was just gonna say he was able
See?
to push it a little bit. Yeah, see, like right there.
I can make it go away if I push on it, but as soon as I let go, it's not. It doesn't.
right, M3.
Well, just display it with the driver's side showing on the shelf all the
Oh, yeah,
time, and you're
yeah.
fine.
No, see how great it is? Looks perfect. That's
Yeah.
what I'll do.
No, you can't leave it like that. I know you.
M3 flat washers.
Yeah, I'm sure Steve has like boxes and boxes and trays of every possible combination of washer on the planet Earth.
I
Those
need
are cool
two of
tires,
them.
man. It's a cool little buggy.
Yeah, that's it, Steve. That should do it.
Now, Steve, were all these like third market stuff, third party market crap that you bought for it? Was it like expensive for these pieces?
More than the RC.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
damn!
normal.
Really?
That's
That's
Eric,
normal.
you really don't understand aftermarket RC car parts.
No,
You really don't get it.
I've done this before, and it's like I knew what was happening, but
Oh yeah, we
I
all
knew what rabbit hole I was getting into. So
you know what you're in for when you start adding all fancy metal parts
like
and
now
beadlock wheels.
I'm just plain. I can't get off of the sites looking at the 1/6 axials.
So wait, Steve, you a big fan of Jeep Wranglers?
I am now since I bought one.
Oh, hold on.
Well, I bought a Gladiator. Ah, there we go. Boy, those portals really put the tires out. That's going to give it some stability.
You bringing that to Wonderfest or what?
I might. I don't know how much time we're going to have.
You got that nice shout out from Wayne though. That was nice.
Yes, it was.
I didn't expect that at all. I wasn't even on the stream when it happened. I was working.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Let's see a close up, Donnie. How you doing? Nice. Oh, that's a nice shade of green for the skin.
Yeah.
Where did my screwdriver go? Oh, that's right.
Over there.
Behind the table.
It flew behind the desk. All right, now I have a new idea.
Oh.
I'm about to either bend these or break these.
Oh,
so here we go.
Oh.
I forgot to put the bearing in.
So I need to rock the entire thing slightly to the passenger side.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to take these and bend these. Don't break, don't break, don't break.
I was always worried about the wires breaking on the Enterprise when you had to bend them this way and that way. And
Yeah, I noticed that, Steve. Putting these panels in, that there's not a lot of room. I mean, even though it's a big kit, there's a lot of wires.
All right. So what I did is I bent them just slightly this way. So these, instead of coming straight out the back, they're kind of sitting like this. And I don't know how to show that on camera very well, but instead of coming out straight, they're slightly bent like this. Just barely bent them. So let me put the hinges back on.
the best way I've dealt with those wires in the saucer is
Rip them all out.
stop doing the model.
Stop doing the model.
Is to not do it.
Just don't do it, man.
Oh,
The only way to win is to not play the game.
Wow, they really do stick out farther. That is cool.
All right, let's check it out.
Oh, here, let me
Turn that thing on. Drive that thing around. Put some obstacles. We'll see it.
I gotta put the rears on yet, but you can see compared to the rear and the front portals are.
It looks almost like a reverse trike from here.
Oh, you got to
Yeah.
space those things out in the back, man.
Well, I got to put the rear axle in yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Hey,
got
Ian. Okay, there'll be a quiz later.
this yet. I'm not done yet. I gotta make this thing so heavy I get like 30 seconds worth of battery power out of it.
That's what we're aiming for. As little runtime as possible and as much bling as you can handle.
See, this is just in between time. Now he's going to go back with renewed vigor with the Light My Bricks and the probe droid.
If that involves an arm sweep into a trash can, yeah.
Just send it to Todd. He'll do it for you.
Todd loves the Legos.
And the Like My Bricks.
Challenge.
I just like that it's with. I like buying their components. Their kits are okay. I mean, like when we buy the kits.
Well, that's what I said. Is like even if I don't use these lights, I know I'm going to use in the Legos. They are so useful in other models. I'm not even worried about.
That's why I just buy the components at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Let's check it out. Drum roll.
I didn't change a damn thing.
No. But do they make 1/8 scale ratchet straps? Ooh. Wait a minute. That gives me an idea. Is there any two spots that can pinch that together and have it hold with a zip tie?
Well, not if you still want to be able to open it. Now I know why everybody has theirs on display.
God, Todd, you're so close.
How do I get this side to go in? And
Well, you're not having to.
So I do have play in it. I mean, there's definitely play in it now, but why won't this go forward? What is this pushing up against? Let's see.
What can't you get done, Todd?
Trying to get the hood closed all the way. What is this pushing up against?
You want a hammer?
Soon.
There it goes.
So, Ian.
Yeah.
I see half a robot on your table there.
Yeah, well, I'm playing with something else off camera right now to show to.
Oh God. Okay, I'll exit solo layout. No, that's all right. You go right back to it.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm just breaking out a really old RC car I built a long time ago because I think both Steve and Todd might get a kick out of it, and maybe some of our viewers. And there she is.
Got it?
Yep. The Tamiya YJ.
Is this
I've seen that.
old school RC?
Yeah. These are aluminum beadlock wheels, but the beadlocks are hidden at the back of the rim. And she's got a solid metal axle, metal 4-link. The front end is wrong. Tamiya did an independent front suspension for this kit. But this is a metal aftermarket front suspension because, a real Jeep has solid axles front and back. But other than that one discrepancy.
How much did that throw you back?
Well, the kit actually I got for about $200. It was pretty cheap. And then it came with the lights. And the only thing I added was aftermarket threaded aluminum billet shocks. And then all the aftermarket metal suspension and the billet aluminum beadlock wheels.
So all that extra stuff you added on, since it's aluminum, it didn't really add a lot of weight, right?
Oh, it added some weight. Yes, it definitely added weight.
Yeah.
The original rear axle was plastic. This is all cast metal. This is like zinc. The arms are aluminum, but all the cast parts, like the suspension arms and this stuff, is that's all zinc. So it's fairly heavy, and these wheels are definitely heavier than the plastic stock wheels. But they're a reproduction of the original lace gold billet wheels that you could get.
You know, you would think.
And this grill was actually
in
this is a
comparison to a stock version, right? Does it take
this is a very
the bounciness of the RC?
well when you add these shocks are oil filled, so they're
cool.
dampened a lot better than the factory ones, which were just a little bit of grease on a rubber O-ring with a screw in the middle.
Right.
But yeah, this is this is kind of a grail kit for a lot of Tamiya RC collectors. Like, this is an extremely rare out of production thing. This new in the box, just the stock kit would probably sell for anywhere from $600 to $1,000.
Just because of its age?
Its age and its rarity. It's super rare, super old and discontinued. Yeah, very old kit.
What scale is that?
1/10.
110. Yeah, I was looking at the 1/6. They're sweet.
1/6 scale. I bet the price was outrageous on it.
About $1,000.
God.
And that's stock, so you know.
Oh, well, you know, some hobbies are really expensive.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the marker lights just fell out of its little home. Oh, I had these held in with Scotch tape at some point? Okay. Well, that explains it. I guess that's before I knew about Zip Kicker. And here's the inside of the body.
Was that wired by, you know, Tamiya or you?
Yeah, that's a Tamiya light unit. And it can actually handle a lot more lights, and you could link it together with another light unit. And if you have the correct radio receiver, you can actually control the turn signals via, it'll automatically flip the turn signals and brake lights with the radio inputs of when you're steering and braking. And the date stamp on this ABS shell is 2009.
Huh.
But the original molding, this was a 2009 repop, but the original molding was 1994 is when this body was originally produced by Tamiya. It was 94. And this was the 2009 reissue, which was the last one they ever did of the Jeep YJ. Which, you know, with the rectangular headlights was probably one of the most controversial Wranglers ever made because it didn't have round headlights. That was a big brouhaha over that. You took sides, and that was it. And you fought to the death.
I'll be damned.
Todd, did you get it? Yes.
So I actually have a pin missing on this side, and I think I know what's going on. So on these hinges, there's an alignment pin. I don't know if it's going to show very well.
I see it.
On the yellow, maybe. Show it over the yellow. Maybe you'll see over the light yellow. No, it's not going to. You're not going to see it. There's an alignment pin. See that metal? And these are metal.
Yeah.
That alignment pin doesn't let there be any side-to-side play, so it forces this to sit perfectly straight. But if this isn't perfectly straight, or if the chassis is not perfectly straight, there's zero play in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap that off, because I don't care if this has some wobble to it as long as I can close it and it'll look nice.
Right.
So I'm going to cut that off.
I love it. Mods on the fly. Woohoo!
Let's cut this off and file it down. Oh, I wasn't
This is
cut it off.
actually
There
this
it goes.
Jeep is on a very similar chassis to my Humvee that I built.
There, cut it off. Now let's grind it
Could
off.
be the same chassis. To me, it reused the same chassis a lot.
Actually, the Humvee is four-wheel independent suspension.
And inboard brakes, which I always thought was super cool.
Actually, the Humvee's actually a very different chassis. It's a four-wheel independent, like the real thing.
When I first heard that they did the brakes on the inside because of the tire inflation system, because the brakes aren't at the hubs, right? And I'm like, no. And the first time I saw a Humvee in real person, I crawled down on the floor and underneath it because I wanted to see it.
What'd you say about the central tire inflation?
No, that the brake discs are inboard. They're up against the transfer case.
Yeah,
The
like the rear of a Jaguar.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just thought that was cool. And the first time I saw a Humvee in person, I had to crawl underneath it and look at them.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome machines.
Well, they have gears. They have like planetary gears at each axle or at each wheel.
They have portal axles. That's what Steve's installing on his little Jeep Gladiator.
Oh, is he?
His portals.
There's gears in each hub.
They're gear reduction plus they add ground clearance, just like the AMG G63 squared edition or something. AMG did that with their G-Wagon. They added portals to one of them, so it was even higher off the ground and even more dangerous to drive with 700 horsepower. I think the thing would just spontaneously flip over on its own. You know, Steve, it sounds like a Three Stooges episode with two Stooges missing. Ah, wise guy, eh? Uh-oh, I got Eric started. Don't encourage Eric.
Just saying. See, somebody on Facebook Marketplace is selling a Traxxas Stampede.
Oh, that's old school.
$200.
That's very old.
Isn't Traxxas basically like the Radio Shack of RC cars?
No, I mean, no, they're actually an American company. I mean, all their stuff.
No, I know, but
overseas now. But
isn't it basically just the entry level of?
It used to be frowned upon as the entry level, and then they came out with the T-Max, which was kind of a big deal. Everybody had a T-Max. Then everybody started replacing all of the plastic parts on the T-Max with billet aluminum and made their T-Maxes weigh 87 pounds. And they would jump them, and then they would just start tweaking and bending and snapping aluminum parts left and right. But now, Traxxas, yeah, I mean, they were sort of the more affordable brand at first, but now they've gotten a little more bougie over the years. Like it used to be, if you weren't using a Kyosho buggy or, you know, a Tamiya buggy or a Team Associated buggy, you know, or something, you were just a scrub. Oh, you're driving a Traxxas? Oh, you poor bastard. But basically what happened is Traxxas just beat everybody on price and just slowly obliterated them. They still exist, the other companies, but like you could get as much performance from Traxxas for like $400 as you can from Kyosho for $1,000. But the Kyosho is like a finely engineered Japanese work of art of an RC car. And the Traxxas, it just does, it pretty much does everything you need it to do.
This thing's pretty impressive, I have to admit.
Oh,
but the Kyosho is much finer engineering.
This is the Kyosho.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
The Mini Z.
Yeah, the Kyosho. That's what I'm saying. Is yours? The detail is better. It's a hard plastic body. It's not. It's not a.
Hard.
Yeah, it's not a Lexan body. No, it's not. It's not polycarbonate. That's an ABS body. It's got more detail to it. Suspension looks more realistic to, you know, an aftermarket lifted Jeep. Like the Kyosho's a finer example, but the Traxxas or whatever other brands are better bashers. And when you break the Kyosho, good luck finding parts and good luck paying for them. That's the real allure to a Traxxas is the parts are plentiful and cheap, easy to get. Kyosho is a rare bird from Japan, so like you got to treat it like, you know, a delicate Fabergé egg. Very similar for Tamiya. You got to treat them with kid gloves. God knows when they'll discontinue every single part for your RC car and you won't be able to get them. And you'll have to buy them off eBay from some guy with a dusty stash that's charging 10 times MSRP. Kyosho and Tamiya are collector's items RC cars. Traxxas are daily drivers. That's the easiest way to put it.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, as I'm looking through some of this stuff, I forgot Horizon Hobbies. I forgot about them. They sell a lot of RC stuff.
They're axial.
Yeah, Horizon Hobbies actually bought out Tower Hobbies, which was the biggest distributor in the country of everything. So now
That's
Horizon and Tower are one and the same. What?
Wow. Okay.
That's what this is.
Yeah, Axial.
Yeah.
Yeah, Axial was another American brand-ish.
Yeah, they're the Horizon Hobby.
Yeah, they're owned by Horizon now.
Yeah.
They started as their own company. I was big into HPI Racing back in the day. They still exist. If they're not bought out by somebody else by now. But I had a lot of HPI Racing stuff.
Let's see. But when I was a kid, I started out with just Radio Shack RC cars.
Yeah, or Tyco.
No, never Tyco.
Tyco.
But I mean, I did have. I don't know what brand Radio Shack. I don't know. Did Radio Shack have its own brand?
Yeah, Radio Shack was just Radio Shack.
Radio Shack, right? Okay. Yeah.
And there was also Nikko and Tyco. Tyco is like the nicer toy store RC car. Nikko was kind of the cheaper toy store RC car. Radio Shack was somewhere in between.
We sold so many because that was my second job, was working at Radio Shack, and
they had the real cheap RC cars that, in order for it to turn, you would make it go backwards because it would turn counterclockwise.
I remember those.
Their turning radius, to me, sucked. And you're right. You had to constantly back them up. You know.
Well, no, that's how you made it go backwards, because when you went backwards, the wheel would turn underneath, and
yeah, some of them were that way.
The real cheap ones, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, they were forward and then they'd turn in reverse, and that was it.
Yeah.
And they had a wire most of the time. They were remote control, not radio control, some of them. And a lot of people don't make the distinction when people say, you know, remote control car. I say, no, it's radio control car. And they go, what do you mean? It's remote control. I said, well, remote control meant there was a wire between the remote and the car. It was a wired remote. And they go, wow, you're old. Shut up and leave me alone.
I remember that if other kids in the neighborhood got RC cars and we'd go out in the parking lot and start racing each other, we'd have to be careful, because I remember something about if you were running on the same hertz or something.
The same frequency, yeah. 27 megahertz only had 6 channels available for RC cars. So your car was channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And if somebody else turned on the same channel as you,
right,
and your car is flying straight ahead and they just turn on their radio and turn it left, your car will turn left and smash into a curb and explode. Yeah, that was very common back in the day. And then there was 75 megahertz, and there was a few more channels with that. I forget if it was like 10 or 12. And I used to cheat. I actually had a friend in Australia. I got him to send me a 72 megahertz. No, a 40. Was it 49? No, 72 megahertz. I have to pull it out. I had him send me an Australian radio, so I never had to worry about interference. It was highly illegal, though. If the FCC was nearby, I would have been.
Why is it illegal?
Well, it wasn't a legal frequency to use for surface RC cars back then.
I didn't even think that was like a thing. Like,
yeah,
I mean, unless like a plane's going overhead and all of a sudden you're like turning it left and right.
Yeah, no. Here it is. So Here, I'll show you a comparison. So here's my old Futaba radios. So this is an American Futaba Magnum, okay? And this is channel 88 on 75 megahertz, okay? 75 megahertz. And I had my buddy in Australia send me an Australian market Futaba, and it's called the Megatech. And this one ran on 29 megahertz. So I never had interference at an RC car race. And people would be like, what channel are you running? And I'd say, 86. And they go, oh, someone's already using that. I said, okay, I'm on 88. And they go, oh, someone's using that. I said, what channel's open? They said, 73. And I'm like, 74. I'm like, okay, yeah, I got a 74 chip. And they just give me the flag. I just put any flag on there. I didn't care because I was running 29 megahertz. So it didn't matter. But are these things growing mold? Ugh, these are old.
How would they catch you using a different frequency, though?
What if they caught you?
Yeah.
Well, the RC car race guys wouldn't give a crap. They wouldn't even know the difference. It would have to be somebody from the FCC getting a complaint of interference on a weird,
Someone like me.
Yeah. And then they started coming out with this stuff with the 2.4 gigahertz spread spectrum. So basically, you never had interference anymore. Once you had, 2.4. This radio is so old. It was a 75 megahertz radio. But then you could modify it with this extra 2.4 gigahertz transmitter module. And then it would be a 2.4 gigahertz radio. And this was my top of the line race radio back in the day. This is probably a $600 rig back in the day. PCM. This thing had ABS, traction control, exponential throttle and steering controls, like progressive braking and throttles, and just all sorts of crazy features.
Well, I wish I could remember the YouTube channel. There's a YouTube channel that does RC, and
there's a bunch of
guys, fun loving, but they also do the RC semi trucks as well.
I have one of those too. I built one of those. I have a Tamiya RC Big Rig 1/14 scale, 3-speed manual transmission, metal ladder frame chassis like a real truck, full sound effects and vibration and lights package. And
yeah, that's what these guys deal with, the full gambit like that. And it's like insane, the amount of money that.
Oh yeah. I the one RC tractor trailer I built probably got about I don't know, $1,400 into it, maybe $1,500, maybe more. I don't know. I lost count.
The price of a patchwork model today.
Well, yeah, you buy the truck kit itself is like, $500-600. Then the trailer's another $400. Then the full option light and sound package is like another $400, and then the radio set's another $200, and then you got all the painting and building supplies. Then you want to add ball bearings. That's another $100. And then you want billet aluminum wheels like real Alcoa truck wheels. That's another $150. And yeah, it just escalates from there. And that was 10 years ago. It's even more money now for those things.
Oh, I can imagine.
But they are absolutely awesome. I'm going to build another one soon, actually, I think. Maybe next year I'm going to build another one. Yeah, Todd's starting to sound like Steve.
Right? Are we about to arm swipe?
This is like old man grunting competition.
Oh, 9th time's a charm.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've reconnected this trunk. So.
Where are my C parts? There they are.
Take a peek at Steve's progress here. How's it coming, Steve?
I did the wrong members in the back into the wrong spot, so now I gotta.
He stuck his member in the wrong place, and he's gonna try to pull it out now. Hope it didn't cause massive permanent damage.
Every time.
No, it depends if it was lube.
Well, Steve always lubes his member, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You don't want binding. Don't want to force it.
Yeah.
You might hear a snapping noise.
It's-
Then the medical bills
dude,
start piling
remember
up.
Brittle?
Depends on the age and the material.
Well, you know, that polycarbonate is pretty.
Oh, Jesus. You just love saying that friggin' word now.
Well, you beat it into our brain last week. I mean,
Well, I mean,
Seven
it's just the
times.
right word. And everyone's just
seven
having
times.
such a problem with using the correct vocabulary for something.
7 more times.
There's a specific paint for that type of plastic.
Polycarbonate,
you know,
not plastic.
If any other hobby channel said it, you'd be like, oh, that's good to know. I say it, and you're just like, oh, let's be an asshole to Ian. That's fun.
well,
I
as long
get
as you
it.
know
It's
the
a-
reason why.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I get it. I understand the humor there.
Good
It's
lord.
just, I'm even sick of hearing that friggin' P word now.
What? Polycarbonate?
Made me say it so many times. Oh, Jesus, Eric.
I was just asking a simple
You know, Eric,
question.
I sent you a Christmas present last year.
And I was
And-
appreciative.
Yeah, well, wait until you open the next one. Might want to wear a mask and gloves.
Is it liquid polycarbonate? Because I mean, I can't.
Oh,
I can-
Jesus. It's going to be anthrax.
Polycarbonate anthrax. Todd,
Jeez,
get it
what's
right.
like that?
I think Eric had shots for that already. I don't know
Yeah,
if it'll be
I
effective.
might have.
Dr. Crusher hit him with the hyperspray. Ooh, that was a good fart. No one heard that, right?
Yeah.
No, you
Only the
didn't.
Germans.
Okay.
Oh, if you say so. This microphone works better than you think, Steve. Stupid snowball. This thing has spats. There we go. Footsies.
Sanding it down a little bit. That might work.
I sanded out because what happened is now that I made this whole kind of oblong,
Yeah.
this bracket is actually hitting the end of the ball. So I just sanded the end of it off a little bit. Let's see if that gives us more room.
Yeah, you don't want to smash your balls. Never comfortable.
Do a little bit more. I just don't want to break through the metal itself.
That's a fancy little sanding block.
I love my sanding block.
Are you documenting all this massaging for the site?
I will try.
Because
When
this
it
is kind of
lands,
extensive
not
modification
yet.
here.
When
No,
he figures it out, this will definitely go on the page of like, this is how you fix it.
No, I try, but sometimes you can only do what you can do. Sometimes you're just like, well, you know, it went fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's doing like trial and error right now. Once
Yeah,
he
'cause
gets
I
it to fit, then all he has to put on the site is, I did this to make it fit.
Yeah, no, sometimes you just get on the site and you're like, hey, it fit fine the first time.
Yeah, you
No,
just got the tweaked kit.
Since-
Well, I mean, honestly, there is inconsistencies in the manufacturing
All
of
right,
these
let's-
things sometimes.
Well, I mean, sometimes there's things that fit on my model that other people don't fit, and same vice versa.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly,
Like-
so
They don't have the problem, and I did, so you never know.
yeah, like some of my DeLorean went better than some of your DeLorean, but some of my DeLorean went worse than some of your DeLorean. You know, compared to your build pages. A couple parts I was like, oh, these fit just fine. And then a couple parts I'm like, why did his fit? Mine didn't fit. It's never 100% consistent. Donnie's just quietly sitting there painting an army.
And listening.
Let's see the progress.
Listening to Ian talk about polycarbonate.
I was not talking about. Everybody else was saying the damn polycarbonate.
No, you just said it yourself.
Son
So
of
why
a
you gonna
bitch.
why you gonna diss us, man? Huh? Come on.
Bunch of mouth breathing jackasses. Should have stayed upstairs and eaten some taquitos.
All right, Donnie, let's see some progress.
Oh, nice.
Need to get the light on it. There we go.
Anything on the back, or is it about the same? Oh, there we go. Oh no! Wow, minigun, huh?
No, that's a Roman column.
Yeah, it's some kind of, I don't know what it is.
It's marble columns. I hope somebody saw that episode of Saturday Night Live with Scarlett Johansson.
No.
If you haven't, you should go search marble columns from Scarlett Johansson on Saturday Night Live. It was hilarious. She's a very funny actress. She just doesn't get to use her funny bone very often. She got typecast as super sexy assassin woman, and she just wants to be a comedian in real life.
Oh yeah.
She really loves being funny, and she's very good at it. They generally don't give her the opportunity. Except that one magic moment on Saturday Night Live where she was selling marble columns. You need marble columns to make your house look more fancy. Like, you really got to look that episode up. It's friggin' hilarious.
Todd, did bending the actual rear hood do anything? Did it help?
In some, you know what? In certain ways, yes.
Because I literally just looked over and I saw you like both hands. You were bending it. I was like, man, this should work.
Well, it's because I think this part here is actually hitting the top.
Oh. All right.
And so what I'm trying to do is make it sit a little better. All right, I'm done. That's as close as I'm going to get. I'm starting to scratch the paint, flipping this upside down all the time.
God, even with the pad?
Well, no, because this piece was hitting the roof, and I think that's...
Oh, yep, okay.
And I just don't want to mess with it anymore. All right, that's it. That's as good as it's going to get.
Massage is a massage until it starts to hurt. That's when you're like, hey, wait, ow.
You want to see the final result?
Deep
Sure.
tissue.
Yeah, hang on.
So there's the driver's side. There's the passenger side. It's about as good as I
Pretty
can get.
good.
Looks
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
fine.
Looks a lot better than it did.
Well, I mean, in real life, Lamborghini's panel gaps are not perfect.
See, I mean, there's the room to seal it up is there. It's just, I think it's just some of the way the metal is hitting other parts of the car. So,
hey, Todd, is it possible, and I have no idea, so but is it possible that the metal of the cab is sitting funny? Like in front of it?
It totally could be. See how this part, and it's hard to see, maybe I can show you with this other camera. And I'll try to hold it steady as best I can. Do you see this?
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's warm.
wow.
See how that sits? It'll sit down nicely.
Yeah.
That tells me that somewhere over here in this bar is not bent enough. It needs to be bent more. It's hitting somewhere in here. That's why I was trying to bend this bar. I was trying to put a little more bend into this bar.
It looks like a
little high.
classic.
See? High there,
Yeah.
smooth there, and it's high there, which tells me that this center needs to come up.
Okay, bend it.
It's a classic case of stacking tolerances.
So, I mean,
You don't know where the stacking tolerances are coming from, though.
but I can put a little bend in that. Where's this hitting? You know, a little tweak to it.
Yeah, but there's any number of parts of this kit that could be slightly out of whack that can cause ripple effect, you know, down the line for other parts.
Yep.
Which is like any of these partworks made out of a lot of cast metal. You're just asking for it.
You know what else it could be?
We're listening.
I mean, that is definitely better.
Yeah.
That is definitely better. But the other thing it could be, oh, that's way better. The other thing I think it might be is that the angle of this is actually not right.
Off just a little bit.
What I'm thinking is that this corner is bent. Is it? Oh, it looks pretty straight to me.
Something's cockeyed.
I wish there was some way to make it stay this way. Basically, when I lay this flat, this corner comes up. So when I hold this correctly, how it's supposed to lay, this corner comes up. Oh, I hate doing this, but
So it's a body twist. Okay.
Ooh, it's getting precarious. Oh, can't watch.
well, anytime you have these big pieces of metal, you end up with shit like this.
Yeah, because if it doesn't cool at the proper rate, it just warps when it comes out of the mold. Same thing with plastic model kits is you can get warped parts when they're big. You know, the bigger the part, the easier it is to get a warp in it.
Was there issues like this on the DeLorean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of issues like this on Ecto 1.
This is like, okay, it's to be expected.
Every single one of these large-scale models is going to have this issue somewhere. That looks pretty good, Todd. That was a good burp.
And it goes right back to that.
Yeah, no.
See, when you bend it, like immediately, it looks like it takes that away a little bit, but then it just kind of goes away after a while. It's not staying bent. I'm gonna say
painful.
maybe just unscrew the back, you know, so you can, because man, I'd hate for you to like snap something because you're twisting it.
Yeah, but I'm only twisting the body. I'm not touching the plastic. I'm not putting any stress on the hinges or anything. All I'm doing is grabbing the metal itself and just slightly tweaking it.
Yeah, it's almost like that whole side, isn't it? The passenger side.
Let's see. Must be.
So, am I to assume that because yours does it, like that's just the way they're produced, so everybody's going to have this same issue?
Oh, maybe not. You never know.
No, it depends on the day of the week and the time of the day that they come out of the injection mold.
We'll find out.
Injection molding Injection molding is a very delicate process with the melting of the metal, the temperature it's injected at, the pressure, the release agent, the cooling time, the dwell time. There's so much involved in injection molding that can go wrong, which is evidenced in my Enterprise and my second prize, that they're both totally different models as far as fitment.
So there you go.
I think it looks really good. I think it's
Sorry you couldn't fix it.
no,
there,
it's
Paul.
listen, I mean it's off by what, a half a millimeter, maybe. Like I once you have the louvers on there, you don't even, it's so close you don't even, yeah. We're zoomed in, you know, from 3 feet away you're never gonna notice.
No, it's gonna be fine.
And
Now
you're gonna see one side at a time.
oh son of a
Uh-oh.
I gotta take it off again.
Dope.
Either that or I don't put the wheel wells in. Because when I put the wheel wells in, it complained.
So
Oh.
the wheel wells go in, it makes that situation worse.
Well, here's the thing too: is I kind of like them without. If I take this out, you're never gonna know the wheel wells are missing. You know, even if I open the trunk, but you can see the engine through there.
Oh, true. Yeah, I
And the
suppose you got a better
suspension,
shot.
all that's hidden if I put those wheel wells in, and I kind of like it without. Gotta admit. And I don't even know if I'll be able to put these in. No, I'd have to take it off again.
Well,
Which is not a big deal. It's only a couple screws, but
I'm out for the night, guys.
I know that it fits.
See
If I
ya.
put them in, who's taking off?
I am.
Oh, I need to too, but I need to as well. But this, we'll play with this on Sunday. I will take the back off, and at least it's tweaked, and I know it'll fit. At least if I do this.
Okay.
So, you know, the mat was great. Thank you, Mark and friends. That actually worked really well. Very happy with how that worked out, honestly.
All right, night, guys.
All right, see
See
ya.
ya.
Night. Is this supposed to be like this? This doesn't seem right. Huh? That seems off. Oh, maybe that's correct. Oh. I'm going to throw one of these in there.
I need a baby vacuum, like a little dust buster or something. Something smaller, less annoying.
PC1.
You've been very quiet, Steve.
Yeah,
He's concentrating.
I'm thinking. Can't smell it.
No, that's Ian.
Oh. No. Yeah, I farted. I thought it was Steve's brain. I'm sorry. Okay. And this goes there. Oh. Okay. A12.
Is everybody ready for next weekend?
Yeah. My wife's just got to, pack my bags for me because I'm helpless. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, totally. I brought home the Valkyrie from work today, so that's ready to go. And I guess I'll pack up.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Pack up a couple more things. Do you guys need me to bring anything up? Because, Steve, you're driving also?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So we got 2 cars driving up and 2 cars driving home. So if anybody needs transport and shipping of their stuff with pirate ship, you know, we could just take it home for you and pirate ship it to you.
Did Katrina get all her tasks done?
No, I
Is she
don't
slacking?
think so. She got the food taken care of, so I guess that's the important part.
That is the important part. We're gonna
Food
end
is
up
key.
we're gonna end up with business cards. Here you go.
Business cards.
To let people know about Saturday.
Oh,
I would normally just brush all this into the carpet and vacuum it up later, but I'm totally going to give myself a metal sliver.
gotcha. Hey, if you want to tell Fan Home they could save a few bucks, I already have like a bunch of stages of Ecto 1 already. What's their new stuff that they got out, Fan Home?
Infinity Gauntlets.
No,
I do know of a
actual-
model that's supposed to be coming.
Who has the G1 Optimus Prime? That's
Agora.
Agora, right? Okay.
Yep. I do know that they got final approval on a model that should have come out years ago.
Oh. Private
I think I
message. I will be confidential.
I don't think I can say anything more.
That's fine.
They got the final sign off on something that was supposed to come out years and years and years ago. And it just never did.
Well, it wasn't Johnny 5, clearly, or else you wouldn't be able to hold it in.
No, they did ask me for ideas, and I told them Johnny 5. 1/3 with robotics, just like R2. So if you can do it with R2, you can totally do it with Johnny 5.
Wait a second, 1/3 with robotics? That would be pretty sick.
Be like 2 26 inches tall.
I told him
No,
a
it'd
half
be-
scale B9.
I told him that. I told him I said a helicopter, like Airwolf or even Blue Thunder, but preferably Airwolf. I told them Union Pacific 4014, the big boy. I told them the train, the locomotive. How'd you like to build a big boy that's like a foot, like a meter and a half long?
Nebuchadnezzar, I would build.
The Nebuchadnezzar. Yep, I brought it the Nebuchadnezzar, the hovercraft from the Matrix, and I had one more.
Yeah, and I said the Airwolf.
And they do have the licenses for the Matrix because Eagle Moss was about to come out with a bunch of Matrix stuff.
Eagle was?
Yeah, Eagle Moss was they had a whole line of busts and models and stuff they were going to come out with.
You mean they were?
Yeah,
Okay.
they were, and they never made it. So they actually had the license from Warner Brothers for the Matrix. So, that's a step in the right direction. But all right, I'm all cleaned up for the most part. This way, put that away.
I heard that on SVU the other night. There we go. Someone's blowing a lot of wind into their mic.
Yeah, it's because my Q91, my overhead mic, tends to run really quiet every time it reconnects. And so I have it on my headset. Every time I lean back, I get the fan.
Oh, okay. I got to get one of those, whatchamacallit, lapel mics from what's that brand that makes them?
There's a ton of people. I have.
Really
I
make
have,
a
I have
good one.
wireless. I have wireless.
The Rode. The Rode. That's
Yeah.
the one that everybody has on YouTube, I think, is the
Rode or
Rode.
Shure. Rode and Shure, the two.
Yeah, the Rode and the
And if you
Shure.
really got money, you can buy like a Sennheiser. But
Sennheiser?
Samson is not too bad either.
Yeah, I think I got to get one of those lapel mics at one point.
I love the Rode. The Rode works really nice.
they're
Yeah,
called
the Rode lapel.
lavaliers.
The
Lavalier.
Rode Go mic too.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I'm on right now.
The lavalier mic. Yeah, that's the
what I'm
term.
using right now.
Yeah. Todd had the proper vocabulary there.
Are you wired or are you wireless?
Wireless.
Nice.
No, you did not. Well, yeah, Todd said, did you get cracking on your list yet?
Yeah. How those tickets coming?
They're coming.
Tickets?
They're,
That didn't sound very convincing, Katrina.
well, they're at the bottom of the list, to be honest.
Okay. What's more important, like putting gas in the car?
Tickets
My
for what?
My clean underwear.
Yeah. Laundry.
I gotta get an oil change this week. I'm due.
Making
Oh yeah, and making sure she has everything for work.
Cajun crickets.
I'll keep on her.
She'll get it done. I know she will. She's that kind of rock star.
Baby wipes and spare underpants.
She'll
Always
be
pack
doing it.
baby
She'll be
wipes.
doing it at 1 o'clock in the morning on the day you're supposed to leave, just to get it done. Oh, we have a message that just came in. That's not from us. Look at this.
Oh, Skull. Do you guys ever
using
use
it?
adhesion promoter?
I never have.
No, I've never done it. I've never used it. I just clean it with rubbing alcohol and spray on Tamiya or Mr. Hobby primer.
I would think that as long as it's clean, that any kind of adhesion promoter will be built into a good primer.
Yeah.
Like if you use a good primer, it's already going to be. It's designed to stick to plastic. So
yeah, if you're using a hobby primer, especially like Mr. Hobby or Tamiya,
yeah.
if you're using
Using
like automotive
Rust-Oleum.
crap, yeah, this stuff, this is no good. This has no adhesion promoter. This is meant to spray on to Chinese repop auto parts.
Well, guys, I have to get out of here.
Yeah, it's midnight. I should probably head upstairs and start getting to bed. I got a whole bunch of sleeping to do tomorrow morning. I'm tired from this week.
Yeah. Had our 3-day weekend. Now we're gonna have another one next weekend.
I'm gonna have a 4-day weekend.
Yeah. Same here. I am Friday through
Yeah,
Monday.
I'm
no,
pretty
Thursday
sure
through
everybody
Monday.
at my
I'm
office.
flying out Thursday afternoon.
Everybody at my office hates me. I was off all last week, then we were closed Monday, and now I'm out Friday and Monday of next week.
And the week after that, you have a holiday. I don't know. We have a holiday. I don't know if you do or not.
Oh, Juneteenth.
Yep.
No, I don't have that day off.
Well, they took away our President's Day, so we get up Juneteenth.
Yeah, whatever. I think my wife has off.
Donnie is muted, so I have no idea if he's even there. Maybe he's painting. But
Didn't
anyway.
know I was muted.
Oh, were you talking the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, well, here, show us where you're at, and we'll get out of here for the night. We got 3 hours. Oh, that looks good.
Oh, that really looks
That is
good.
awesome.
I can't. You're going to do the whole weather and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll look good.
That's pretty
Good
sick.
start. I can't believe you're going to paint all those. You're out of your mind. I hope you find it super
$8.
relaxing.
Hope
Yeah.
I find what?
Hope you find it super relaxing.
I do.
Oh, well, there you go. I hope you come to Bimmerfest, or not Bimmerfest. Oh my God,
What'd you say?
Wonderfest.
Bimmerfest, because I used to go to Bimmerfest every year. Wonderfest. I hope you're coming, Donnie. I got to meet you.
Yeah.
And Buck, if you're watching, Buck, get your ass to Wonderfest.
He's not even in the comments, so.
I don't even know if Buck's Jeep Renegade will make it there. That's not a real Jeep.
Oh,
It's a Fiat.
they're all Fiats, technically.
Yeah, basically. Oh.
Well, Todd's got the soccer dad Jeep.
I have a Grand Cherokee Trailhawk, which
Yeah,
is
but
doesn't look anything like the other Grand Cherokee. So
yeah, that's the Grand
Okay,
Cherokee is more of a
He's
real
got
Jeep.
the soccer dad Jeep with an attitude.
that's right. I
He's
got
got
the
the
off-road
bougie.
soccer Jeep.
He's got the bougie mall
would
crawler
be
soccer
like
dad.
the limited, like all the chrome. I don't like chrome. I spent all day frustrating myself with this stupid trunk, but it does work and it closes and it's got a nice gap.
Very nice.
3 hours. That
Now you just got to get the fender wells in.
no,
Yeah, but when
I'm
people
really.
look at your
We'll see.
website tutorial, it'll look like 20
The
minutes.
website tutorial is going to be like basically cut the pins off, widen the holes, trim the end of this off, and hope for the best. Because how do you show in pictures tweaking and bending it? It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
What about you, Ian? Oh my god, that looks like something exploded on your desk.
Well, I've got the upper torso of this Gundam done, one leg, and a foot and a thigh. It's mostly done. I'd call it about 70% finished.
Well, you sound a lot more calm than you were when you were on the Enterprise.
Oh my
Right.
god, this is so much more relaxing than working on the Enterprise. This is literally just follow the instructions, clip the parts, stack them together, everything fits.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
And Steve is still screwing on a Jeep.
Yep. I'm at the end now. I just got to put the wheels on. I got to screw the shocks in, and I am done.
Well, you at least got to make a little video or something driving around. You know, you guys
Yeah.
outdoors. You have to make a little obstacle course driving around. Something fun.
I'm sweating my balls off too. Jesus.
Why is it
Christ.
so hot in there?
There's a heat wave up north,
Oh,
and I guess Steve doesn't have air conditioning working.
Yeah, I don't know if we turned it on or not though. She did. She says she turned it on.
It just hasn't. Yeah, it takes a while to reach. What is that? Hysteresis? What is that word, Todd?
what?
Hysteresis?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
What you're trying to say.
Equilibrium of temperature. He's got to cool off the building, but the building's so hot, it's sucking out the cold of the air into
I don't.
the building materials until it saturates the drywall and the floors and the ceilings, and then the air gets cool, and he'll stop sweating like a stuck pig.
And then he'll go home.
Yeah, and then he'll go
Right
home
when it
once it's
cools down.
actually comfortable in the shop.
Yep. All right. Well,
And when he
is
leaves, he'll
everybody
turn
good?
off the air. There you go.
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for coming. The one person that's actually watching is probably Eric. No, he's asleep. He probably just left it running. So we're here for ourselves just to hang out. You guys are watching. We appreciate it. If you watch, we love comments and stuff. And everybody's probably gone to bed already.
Of course.
Come back
they have.
next week.
Everybody wave. Say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.